Back at it again with Hollow Knight. We are almost 9 hours in on our save. I didn't realize I actually had played for that long. That's cool. And then, just curious, how many saves do you get? Only 4 saves. Although, I don't know what the point of starting a new save would be, because I assume you can just replay the game on the old save, maybe get some new Game Plus content, hopefully. I'm not sure. But I guess if you share a house with multiple people, that's probably what multiple saves are for. Well, then you can just have different Steam accounts, so actually, whatever. Alright, so, where were we last time? I believe we unlocked, well, we haven't, let's check our map. Or can we check our map? I know what happened last time was I lost like 1700 Geo, the currency in the game. I know I lost a bunch of that. Okay, L1 is check map. And, oh, my controls got remapped apparently to the standard. That's odd. Let's go and fix that real quick. Let's move that out of the way. Okay, let's remap our controls just a tiny bit here. So I wanted dash to be the bumper, and super dash also bumper, quick map the trigger, and quick cast the trigger. There we go. Strange how it doesn't save it, or didn't save it. Maybe it normally does, I'm not sure. So here we go. Got our map on LT here. Okay. So yeah, I lost a bunch of money, got to the subway station, the one that's over here, and I don't actually know what my objective is anymore. Oh yeah, Demidot, hi. Yeah, this game is really fun. Like I said before, it might be my favorite Metroidvania out of them all. Which, you know, I don't have like a super intensive list of my favorite Metroidvanias, but like, God, this game is just fun. I still haven't played Cuphead. Cuphead is on my list for sure, but I don't think I'm gonna buy it at full price. I want to wait a little bit. And just as a heads up to everybody, I am still waking up. I am, like, severely bedridden right now. I got home yesterday and went straight to sleep. I think I slept over 12 hours, and I'm still... I mean, I guess I'm feeling over-rested. That is a thing. If you sleep too much, you feel really out of it. So I am very much waking up. Excuse me if I sound groggy and am slurring my speech. So I usually get these 99-cent energy drinks called Venom because, you know, 99 cents, they're cheap. And they actually don't taste that bad. This is the first time I had the watermelon flavor. And, it, you know, it says low calorie. Anytime something's low calorie or sugar-free, I usually think it'll take a bit of a taste hit. Like, it won't taste quite as good. But surprisingly, the watermelon one is, like, extremely sweet. And it tastes a little fake sugary, but not much. But what's most interesting about it is it literally tastes like if you took watermelon Jolly Ranchers and melted them down into a drink. I mean, maybe diluted them a little bit, but not that much. It is very, like, strong and syrupy, and it tastes so much like watermelon Jolly Ranchers, which I don't mind. So I think I might buy more of the watermelon flavor in the future. I've only ever seen it at one gas station around me, which is why I've never tried it before. This is my first time, and I am kind of a fan. Yeah, and I haven't seen much of the Game Awards at all. Like, I'm not familiar with who won and who didn't at the moment. That's, I don't know, something I'm sure I'll be hearing about through osmosis over time. But right now, I have no idea who won anything. Seems like Cuphead won Best Indie Game, which, considering the amount of time it took to create those animations, not very surprising, I think. There was a lot of strong contenders, I think, for like a lot of games this year, which is awesome. Oh, I thought I killed him. Well then. All right, let's wake up. Let's earn money. Let's earn enough money to to buy that little lantern companion that I wanted oh so bad last time when I lost all my money. Ah, crap. Alright. Let me know if the audio levels are... Whoa. Oh my god, there's two guys. No wonder I'm getting owned like this. Oh, good. Okay. Good thing I have that... Good thing I have, I guess, the Thorn equipped, because it did everything for me. I checked the stream chat because I thought I was facing a single enemy, and there were two. I didn't see the second one until I took a bunch of hits. Yeah, let me all know if sound quality is okay, if the audio quality is if the mic needs to be turned up, game down, whatever, all that junk. I am so like dazed at the moment. The thing is, I slept a bunch, but I didn't sleep well. I've been having really terrible insomnia for, I want to say, almost 2 weeks now. Which, excuse me, I've been sick for like 2 months. I've been having insomnia for like 2 weeks. This has not been a good time. Also, what did I pick up? I totally did not check what I picked up. That was my B, but... How do I open the... Here we go. Yeah, I completely failed to see what I picked up. Was it one of these? It was not. Okay, well then, whatever. Real quick, let's just make sure I actually picked it up. This is how out of it I am at the moment. Oh, crap, and I got a wall jump up here because I left the lift down. And it has spikes, so I can't descend. Oh, there's another lift here. Then what is over here if there's another lift here? Just... Okay, then. Oof. Oh my god, this guy looks like... I was about to say he looks like not a joke, but then my passive ability killed him, so... Thank God for that. Was there really nothing here? Doesn't seem to be, okay. They can't exit the area on their own. But I can. Okay, let's turn back real quick and go up one more level. Oh, woof, didn't even see you there. Nice ambushing spot. Alright. I'm getting a lot of money from these fellas, so perhaps the fact that I lost 1,700 coins last time isn't too big of a deal. Anything up here? Indeed there is. Oh, there we go. Getting the bouncing right. Except for that time, of course. Okay. You guys need a... Oh my god. It's like a challenge room. Shoot. Okay, then. I didn't realize what I was in for. I would have positioned myself better. Wow. Okay. Challenge room. Duly noted. We'll come back more prepared next time. So the part of the game I'm at right now, for anyone wondering, is I just upgraded my nail for the first time. Nail is the name of the weapon, for those who I guess haven't played the game before. So I just did that, like, that was the last, like, major thing I did. And then we actually don't know what our objective is. Well, in the most vague lore terms we know, I guess, because they talked about breaking the seals and whatnot, but we don't have, like, a concrete understanding at the moment where we're supposed to go for now. Because last thing, oh my god, I'm so bad. The last thing an NPC told us was upgrade your nail because you might not be, you might not be fit to explore with your nail's current condition as is. God damn it. Okay. No, come back! Oh. There's money down there, apparently, that I'm... Ah. No. Go down. I do enjoy that you can switch how it goes mid, you don't have to wait for it to go all the way up, basically, is what I'm saying. Is that anything? Hold on a second. Was that just a thing to break for money? I clearly broke it. It was right here. Or was that, I don't know what that was. I just wanted to break it to find out what it was, but I guess now we'll never know. Okay, let's wake the hell up. So, almost at that boss room. Not boss room. The what would one call that? A choke room? Like a choke point room? Oh, this isn't where I was, is it? Oh, yes, it is. Okay, we killed our old ghost. Okay, now to be really careful. Let's heal up before the. Oof. And let's remember we can dash. Dashing is a great way of escape. Or not, sometimes. Oh, this is a bad positioning. Bam. More. Ah, crap. Let's heal up real quick. Run for it. Coward tactics. Alright, that's one more down. Let's also run to the other side and heal up. Coward tactics. Crap. Well, there we go. I think that was all of them. Yes, it was. And we get a mask piece. That's nice. I think I have 2 more to go. Yep. No, that is a maximum soul piece. I have 1 more to go. Controls how much magical juice I have, I believe. And this door's locked, because of course. So, interestingly, my lighting on the computer I'm playing on for like OBS when I set up the webcam, my lighting looks okay, like it looks fairly bright, but then when I look at the computer I'm monitoring the Twitch on, the game looks a lot darker, but what particularly looks darker is the webcam, so it's kind of awkward. I don't really know what to adjust for. I guess depending on your computer settings, my stream might be a little bit on the dark end. Whatever. Oh, does it not go any higher up? Oh, is that it? Is that what that is? It just doesn't go higher? That's what it looks like. Can I... Oh yeah, that's it. Okay, that's it for that lift then. Let's check our map. And we can still go much higher up, apparently. Oh. I'm an idiot. I didn't check how much health I had. Played poorly. Alright, let's get our money back again. And then we'll, I guess, ignore that area, because there doesn't seem to be anything else there for the moment. Alrighty. Let's not do stupid stuff this time. Or Just have the enemy walk right into me. Okay. Oh, he's right there. Well then. Down you go. Crap. Alright, I believe our souls are right up... Nope. Right up here, maybe? Unclear. Where is our little soul ghost? A little shadow of a bloodstain. Keep going. Are you here? I don't see him. Gotta make sure not to die here. I don't think we're gonna die. I think we're fine. But where is our little bloodstain? Here comes the lift. Crap. Well, that worked. Oh, little soul ghost, where you be? Where are you? There he is. Finally. All the way up there. Shoot. Shoot, are you kidding me here? There we go. Nearly died again. Alright, yeah, we're back up to almost 1,000, so we're at least getting money really fast from just playing poorly in this area. So I had to work my day job yesterday on New Year's Day, and I thought it would be like nice, slow, and relaxing because everybody would be hungover from New Year's and everybody would just be sleeping in and like resting. But no, it was it was almost as busy as like the Saturday when there's 2 people staffed. It was busier than the Sunday before New Year's where we also had 2 people staffed. But yesterday I was there by myself, and it was busier than a day where we had 2 people, and it was a mess. Like normally I'd be fine with it. I wouldn't care too much. I don't really have much downtime to like plan videos or anything if it's busy, but it's not that big a deal. But like because I had the expectation of it being slow, it was just such a slog of a day, and I had like the biggest headache. It was so annoying. Oh god, these guys hit so hard. I'm gonna ignore them. I can't fight those guys. They're too much for me. I mean, I can fight him, it just takes way too long, and it's not worth it. Most likely I'll end up dying. What did you open up? Ah, okay. What is this way? No map! No map yet. Well, okay. Blue Lake. You look calming. Ooh. Finally a lake I can swim in. The other lakes were boiling water, and they would hurt you. This is the first lake here that... Wow, this just keeps on going. Really hope there's something on the other side. I hope this wasn't all for nothing. There's enemies. That's always a good sign. Alright, what do we got here? I assume there's going to be some kind of collectible, right? There's got to be. Okay, well, not this way. There's nothing. Let's see what's this way. And then apparently we can drop back down onto the lake from above later. So that'll be fun. Forgotten Crossroads. Hold on a sec. Where am I? Whoa! Did I just do a... I think I just may have left the area completely in a way that I didn't really want to, because... Oh, I can't get back up there. Well, one, let's rest. And then let's check out who we have here. I forgot what NPC's laugh that is. It sounds kind of like the Snail Shaman? No. I don't remember this at all. Is she new? Oh, you surprised me. Hello, hello. Come in, sweetling. Come in and make yourself at home. Indeed, she is a new NPC. She is the charm lover, SALUBRA. I'm SALUBRA, and this is my cozy little charm store. Did the townfolk out there tell you to come and visit me? Actually, no. I don't think anybody mentioned you. Unfortunately, I wish I knew ahead of time. Yes, this is a lovely little village, isn't it? Warm and intimate and full of life. What were we talking about? Oh yes, charms. I can see you've started your own collection. Very nice. I'll show you some of my own, and you can take one home with you if you like. For free? You're just giving me one for... Oh, no. Of course not. You want to wear a lot of charms, don't you? I very much would love to. So let's see. Buy this charm notch and you'll be able to wear more of your charms at once. Once you own 10 charms, I'll gladly sell it to you. Once you own 18, once you own 25. So little more charm notches once we unlock more charms to actually customize ourselves with. That's cool. Okay, Lifeblood Heart. Have you ever drunk that bright blue liquid Lifeblood? Is this Bloodborne now? This is just Bloodborne now. It's a bit of a taboo, but it makes you feel much healthier, doesn't it? This charm seeps lifeblood and will certainly improve your constitution. So I assume when I deal damage to enemies, I gradually restore HP, maybe? I'm not exactly sure what that... I'm not sure what that does. It sounds like something where if I do damage, I gain HP back. That nail you wield is adorable, but do you sometimes feel it could be a little longer? Oh, boy. Oh man, if that's gonna be visually longer, that's tempting just for the visual like aesthetic of having a longer weapon. Ho 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 ho! Wait, sorry. Ho ho ho! God damn it! Ho 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 ho! Go on. Take this charm bone with you. Suddenly, your enemies will be within reach. Steady body. Notch cost only 1. I love the simple design on this little fellow. Very classy. It's made out of a nice, solid, heavy material too. Wear it and you'll be able to stay firmly in place when swinging your little nail around. So... I mean, it sounds like... what it does seems obvious, but I haven't actually noticed myself moving around too much when swinging. Let's check it out real quick. What is, like, shimming more steady? Ah, the recoil. I bet... See, okay, so it's not referring to just a normal swing. It's referring to when you hit something and you, like, go backward a little bit. God, that laugh. Not quite infectious, not quite annoying, but on the verge of both of those. Yeah, that charm most likely, I assume, makes recoil, dampens recoil, I would assume. We won't know till we try. 3 notch costs. Are you a spellcaster, you little scoundrel? Ho-ho, I'm only teasing. If you ever learn any spells, you should buy this charm for yourself. I've heard it will make a spell much stronger. Okay, so just boost up our Vengeful Spirit spell. That's the only one we got. Don't know if we get more. Probably do. But 3 notches, that is a lot. And quick focus. This crystal set in the center is lovely, isn't it? Exquisite, even. I've heard that crystals help you to focus, so that's something you're interested. So if that's something you're interested in, you should take this beauty home. Okay. So we can recover health faster, I would imagine, is what that is. So first of all, yes. I do want to buy that lantern that lets me see in the darkness, but while we're here, we may as well buy some of this stuff. And I can't afford this yet. So the one that I really like the thought, yeah, lawn nail, I really like the thought of this one. And then do I want to steal, like, do I want lifeblood? Don't really want the ones that cost 3, that's just too much. I mean, we have to buy all these eventually anyway to complete our collection. Let's just buy lifeblood now. There we go. Alright. And then there's a bench right outside for us to customize, and we can test out how much longer our nail will become. So right now it's... Let's see, if I stand right in front of this little lower sign here, my thing pretty much reaches the other sign. It's like a little bit past the door. So, let's go ahead and customize. Okay. Let's see, Wayward Compass, that's very important to me. I'm not taking that off ever, I don't think. Unfortunately for me, my navigation is so bad that I'm going to have this crutch equipped at all times. Dash more often, I like that too much. Thorns of Agony have been saving my butt, but at the same time they've been making the gameplay probably easier than it should be. So I'm going to take off the Thorns of Agony and put on that lawn nail. Here we are. And now let's see what we got. So here we are in front of the... There we go, in front of the sign, more or less. Wow, that is not much of a... Not much of an improvement. That is like... It's like... maybe the length of my body. Maybe. Like, not my head, my little body in the cloak, wrapped in the cloak. Maybe it increases length by that much. It's very, very minimal. I don't know, I was expecting like a noticeable increase. But hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. I don't really have anything else I'd rather equip at the moment, so I'll take that. Okay, we are... Forgotten Crossroads is the very first level in the game. And I can't get back to the lake this way, so let's just go ahead and I guess go through the Forgotten Crossroads some more. Yeah, okay. I mean, just gonna one-shot everything here and not get much money from it. Who's here? Nobody. Okay. I wonder if I missed NPC dialogue by not visiting like, if I visited Dirtmouth more often, would they have told me about, Sulbulina? I forgot her name already. Would they have told me about the charm saleswoman had I, visited, Dirtmouth more often, I wonder? Like, have I been missing out on some dialogue? Should I just go back to Dirtmouth first time I have a chance to? I'm kind of tempted. Tempted to do that at the current moment. Whoa! Little mosquitoes. Dropped right on my head. Is this the subway? No, it is not. A door with an open slot. I still don't know what this area is all about. We still got this giant gate here. Wow, we still have a lot of secrets. A lot of them. Like, I have no idea what this is about. It looks like a tram. Most likely, I will take the tram once I can open that gate. But who the hell knows how I can possibly open that gate? It's way off in the future. So I guess let's just go upward. Oh, this is gonna be... I was about to say this is gonna be easy now that I have a dash. Instant hit. Alright. Let's go to Dirtmouth. Well, for one, we can ride the subway from Dirtmouth. But for two, I do kind of want to check out some dialogue. I haven't been to Dirtmouth in like 3 areas, I think, so... It is quite possible I've missed a lot of dialogue. And it doesn't seem like by like this point into the game, it doesn't seem like the little NPCs have their own character arcs. It doesn't really seem like they, you know, go off on their own or do things or come to realizations too much. It's possible they still do, but I haven't seen any indication of that quite yet. Or, I mean, if it happens, it's gonna be like over the course of the whole game, I guess. But, yeah, I don't know. It's possible I may have missed some, like, actual character development from the NPCs. I hope I did not, but it's possible. I feel so good to be able to jump anywhere you want. Alrighty. And it's actually not... It doesn't take too long to go back now that I actually have this ability. Oh, we haven't been here since the very start of the game. Let's see what's been going on here. Anything? Temple of the Black Egg? I feel like this has to be important later. Is this where we first found Quirrell, I believe? There was some NPC here. I don't know if it was Quirrell or not. But that feels like it's going to be very important later. In fact, I believe that was in the opening cutscene, was it not? Also, it's on the map. The Hollow Knight's head is actually, like, the Hollow Knight's head emblem is there. Like, we've seen the statue of the Hollow Knight. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe on the map that is his head at this temple. That's very fishy. Maybe not fishy, but like buggy. I don't know. Basically, there's some shit going on with that temple, and that black egg will most likely hatch into a boss, is what I think. Okay. Let's check out all the little, all our little NPC friends, see what they have to say. Isefka, what do you got? Zelda. Still can't remember your name, I'm sorry. Are you enjoying yourself down in the ruins? At times my husband makes okay, I've heard that dialogue before, that's actually a little bit disappointing. Seems like she's not gonna go off on her own and make a life for herself at this point. I mean, she might, but doesn't seem like it. Faring well in your adventures below? Well, I had an adventure of my own while you were gone. Oh, do tell, ELDERBUG. Do tell. I don't usually visit the town's graveyard, but I thought I'd go and visit the grave of an old friend. As I was walking amongst the tombstones, I noticed a strange kind of chanting coming from somewhere nearby. Extremely sinister chanting. I looked around to find the source, and I saw two bright, horrible, huge eyes staring at me from the door of a dark cave. I pretended I hadn't heard the voice or seen the eyes and scurried back to town. My friend will have to wait a little longer for her visit. Interesting. Is the graveyard on the left of Dirtmouth? And if so, we are going there. Found a new nail then. It looks like a much finer weapon than the last. Oh, this is the same nail, but it's been honed, sorry. It's been owned. It's been honed by someone extremely skilled. Excuse me. Okay, so the first bit of this dialogue is like standard, a weapon is the extension of your limb sphere, but the second one takes it a step further. A nail is an extension of ourselves, yes. It is the instrument by which we shape the world around us. Alright, you're getting a little carried away there, guy. I mean, he clearly means that we venture and we explore and we kill through our nails. Like, this game is only possible because we have a weapon. But still, you're taking it a little too far there, Sly. It's a sacred duty to keep its edges sharp. Excuse me. Oh, God. I am not feeling well. I am quite unwell, which is why the YouTube stuff has been on hold for so long, is because I do not have the mental capability right now to focus with my physical state being as sorry as it is. Alright. Oh, Sly, I didn't actually mean it. It's like you read my mind. Sorry, I shouldn't ramble on like that. Let's talk Geo instead. You can ramble on, Sly. Don't take me seriously. If we had 550, we could increase our max soul already. Okay, here's the Lumafly lantern I wanted to buy, but I lost 1,700 souls. Lost 1,700 Geo earlier, last stream, and was very salty about it. So and now I spent a bunch of Geo on more notch stuff, so it'll be a while. Ah, we can wall jump our way out of here. Nice. Okay. If this is the graveyard, if this actually is the graveyard, how the hell did the ELDERBUG get up here? Tell me your secrets, sir. Inspect. Ooh. Higher beings, these words are for you alone. Beyond this point, you enter the land of King and Creator. Step across this threshold and obey our laws. Bear witness to the last and only civilization, the eternal kingdom, Hallownest. Yeah, this was actually something I read right at the start of the game. It's nothing new. Do we have a map? We do have a map. What graveyard was he talking about, though? Like, I really want to know. Alright. What is this? Oh, this is the... I haven't seen this in a while. Like, I haven't seen this in a very long time. It's the... Gives you temporary extra life. Cool. Ah, and we just lost one of those temporary extra lives. Or pips of health, rather. Apparently there was just a bunch of money in the early game I failed to collect. Is there anything else, though, for me? Well, not this way, at least. Let's venture downward, then. It's the very beginning of the game, where we were first... I guess we fell down this hole. Because there is nothing here. Okay. Where is the graveyard he's talking about? Yo, anybody in the chat who happens to be here? My chat says nobody's chatting up, which is fine. I'm just curious if it's my computer or if there's actually nobody talking. Anyway, if anybody does happen to be here and has played this game before and knows what the ELDERBUG is talking about, let me know. I don't know what graveyard he's actually referring to. Which is why I went here to explore to see if it was this area, and it definitely is not. So, yeah, let me know if you happen to know what graveyard has that monster with the glowing eyes and the mad whispering, or whatever the description was. Watch it not even be an enemy. Watch it be like another NPC or something. It had 2 eyes and not 6, so it's definitely not our pal the hunter. Definitely not him. Crap. Oh, God. Come on. Do I have to go like around some different way? I guess I do. Okay. Well, that wasn't very hard. Okay. Alright, back to town. I don't know where the graveyard is, so I'll just save that for some other time, I suppose. Unless it's not as easy as just, like, maybe the monster will show up later. Maybe it's not meant to be found quite the way I was looking for it. I don't know. But yeah, since we're here, yeah, let's just ride the subway back to the Keene Station. Is it Keene Station? Oh no! I didn't have enough money to actually unlock the one. So yeah, we will go to Keene Station, but that's only because I didn't have enough money to unlock the one that was closer to the location I actually want to go to. It cost 300. I had 200 at the time. So it was wait, excuse me? Oh, maybe it was Keene Station where I want to go, and I didn't have enough for it. So I guess city storerooms it is then. Let's see now. Are we where I wanted to go? Yes, we are. Yeah, it is. Keene Station is where I actually wanted to go, and did not have enough money to go to. So, we gotta make a bit of a trek back. And when we do, we'll have enough money to actually unlock it, so that's good. Where the hell am I? Way the fuck up here. Is there any other rooms up here that I haven't explored yet, actually? No, there are not, except by that bench to the right. There is that room over there. Well, let's see if I have access to it yet. I don't remember unlocking anything or pressing any switches that would have granted me access, but we'll give it a shot. Let's see, am I going the right way? No, I'm not. Actually, I don't believe there's anything here except just enemies to kill. Oh, God. Spikes. Landed right on the spikes. I always forget I can dash downward. It's really important. No, okay, it's not really important, but it certainly makes certain, like, it makes traversing areas a lot faster if you remember to do it. Since there's so many areas where you just have to fall down. Also, it might make a lot of aerial enemies easier to fight because I can avoid them by going downward. Oh, what is that? Holy shit! Sorry I missed you. If you're feeling lost, why not pop up to our store in Dirtmouth and purchase a map of this area? Available now for an excellent price. Cornifer. Oh, he left us a little note. I believe I already bought the map from him, but it seems like if you don't buy the map the first time you find him, you have to go back to Dirtmouth in order to do it, and Zelda will have it. Nice. Okay, what area? Right over here. This... It is open. It is open. Do we have access to it? Whatever this is. What is it exactly? Oh my goodness, it's a mini-boss. Would you look at that? Interesting. Not what I expected. But better than what I expected, I guess. Okay, maybe not a mini-boss, just an enemy that gets dramatic music. That was too weak to be a boss. That was like an angelic bug, though. Very peculiar. Yeah, so this area opened up when we went down into the sewers, and we made like this column of what I thought was sparkly water rise up. I'm not actually sure what it was at this point, but we unlocked some progression down in the sewers, and it opened up this room. So I guess it's okay that I had to go all the way back here instead of going to King Station, because it is the Soul Sanctum. Wow, okay. This is progress in its own right. Listen to this Castlevania music. Oh boy. Let me just check something real quick, just to be safe. Okay, I'm just checking that all my settings are working fine. Alright, back to the game. Soul Sanctum. Do we have a map for it? Yeah, we do. I think we do. Oh, the music went away. What is this? I'm a little confused here. Is it not? Oh, this is locked. An ornate door made from glistening metal. There is a slot for some kind of key. Need another key, do I? Crap. That feels doable. That feels doable. Yeah, it is. Oh, yeah. Oh, but there's a door blocking my way. Well, then. What are you? You're just a bucket of souls, aren't you? I mean, a bucket of, Well, it is called soul, is it not in this? It's just a bucket of juice. Okay. So, no progression there. We'll have to go... I bet I'll have to go around the long way from the Soul Sanctum. We'll most likely have to go up and around and make this a long trek. Alright, we can do it. More soul? It's just more soul. Oh, and enemies actually... lift, come on. They don't crush you, but they are a little bit annoying sometimes. Enemies just kind of phase in, it seems like, here. I wanted to see how tough it was. It wasn't. 2 hits and it was done. Then again, I do have the upgraded nail, which seems to deal almost double damage, so... What do we got here? Ooh! Another one of you! Okay, so you definitely are just a regular old enemy. Oh, god damn it. Let's just heal... Oh! You go where I go. Okay. You are, that angel-like enemy is going to be a force to be reckoned with when we have multiple enemies on screen. There's like 2 of those and like a knight in there. Oh boy. Can already feel the, like, tenseness of that scenario. What is this? Just armor? What is that? Record Abba? Record Abba? Record Abba. The mind still limits us so. How to break past its constraints to attain a pure focus. Is it even possible? Interesting. Very interesting. Probably some kind of research was done. Ah! Ah! What did I say about multiple enemies kicking my ass here? It's happening. He's probably gonna morph. Yeah, there he is. Warped right to me. Oh, the little bugger. God, he teleports very ideally. Seems like dashing will be his downfall. Yeah, dashing is definitely his downfall. That's how you close the distance. It's like boxing. You gotta dash in against the outboxers, and that guy, I guess, is an outboxer if we're gonna go with a boxing scenario. Speaking of boxing, if any of you out there read Hajime no Ippo, the current part the manga is at, like, woof. Woof. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Anybody read Hajime no Ippo out there? Did anybody see that coming? Like, I started to think the current... I'm trying not to spoil, but I started to think it was possible when the current, like, bit was taking so long to carry out. Like, the enemy was basically doing the shonen the enemy of our main character was basically having the role of a shonen protagonist, where he just keeps getting up despite, like, ridiculous amounts of brain damage. He kept getting up, like, no matter what. He was becoming the shonen protagonist. And Ippo, on the other hand, was having this conflicted fight. He basically stopped feeling like the protagonist of a story. He was starting to feel more like an antagonist. Oh god, speaking of... oh my god. Well, I got wrecked. I just got destroyed. Holy crap. I didn't have my armor of thorns to fall back on either, did I? So, woof. Anyway. And where am I exactly? I went the wrong way. Yeah, basically, just because the current event was taking so long to unfold, I started thinking, hey, it would be possible for what happened to actually happen. But yet, when it still occurred, I was just still kind of blown away by it, because it feels so weird to see that happen in the type of manga Hajime no Ippo is. I'm sorry I'm being vague, but I don't want to spoil it too bad. I want to be vague enough where people who don't follow Hajime no Ippo will have no idea what the hell I'm talking about and will forget it completely by tomorrow. But yeah, Hajime no Ippo actually, like, it's solid. I don't know, I wouldn't call it, like, great, but it's good. It's a solid series. If you like sports manga, I would recommend you read it. People like the anime. I can't handle the repetitive nature of the animation, because boxing is, like, you know, there's a lot of movement in boxing. But instead of, like, animating it, instead of taking the time to animate it all uniquely, they have to... In the Hajime no Ippo anime, they reuse a lot of motions. When people are throwing jabs over and over and over, the jab looks 100%... Oh my god, what is happening here? I'm getting owned by this little slug. The jab looks completely identical. Like, you know, they just recycle the animation loop. And I don't like how that looks. Like, I think that looks really terrible, and I can't get used to it. If like, recycled animation doesn't bother you, which if you watch, you know, most anime, it probably shouldn't, to be honest, because so much anime doesn't. Oh my god, I'm about to lose my money, aren't I? Okay, you know what? We're not fighting this guy then. Oh god damn it. Oh, this is so bad. Oh, this is bad. Oh my god, this is... No, no, no! We lost our money. Fuck, we had like 400, huh? Fuck. Okay. Disappointing! Where are we going? Down to the right. Shit. Maybe I shouldn't be talking about things when I have to focus on the game, because it seems like I just am not quite capable of that yet. I'm not yet good enough at Hollow Knight to talk while playing. But yeah, I have this pet peeve when it comes to anime a lot of the time, where if they recycle a lot of their animations, it just kind of starts like draining me, and especially in boxing, where, you know, in boxing, if everybody's jab looked 100% identical, theoretically it should be very easy to counter that. Like if you watch actual boxing matches, yeah, people have similar jabs that they launch in like succession, when they're, especially when they're just like testing out the distance and looking for an opening. But they're still kind of, they have just the most minute amount of diversity to them, where they're not easily predictable. Like, if you threw a jab 100% the exact same way for like 30 seconds straight, it would be terrible. It would be terrible. You'd get countered at some point. But in Hajime no Ippo, you kind of have characters for 30 seconds at a time just doing the exact same jabs at each other. And I can't watch that very much without getting a little bit annoyed. So that's why I prefer the manga myself. Not to mention the anime just moves kind of slow. You know, it's a, like most... Oh my god, am I gonna die again? Jesus Christ. Guess I really shouldn't be talking while fighting these enemies. You know, a whole fight will take like 3 episodes, and it's just... They draw out the stuff a lot to make it fit. Like, they don't have to, actually, because Hajime no Ippo is actually, unlike, like, say, One Piece or whatever, it is the manga is way ahead of the anime. The anime, The anime does this thing where it has like a season and then it goes on hiatus for a while. Also, I'm definitely gonna die. This is bad. These guys are kicking my ass. But yeah, there's no reason for them to really like slow down the pace of the anime too much, but they do it just as like a stylistic choice on their behalf, I guess. That's just how they want to do their direction of the series. And I wish it moved a little bit faster. Manga, for the most part, you can read at your own pace, so if you just read quickly, you can kind of make it seem like the events are happening fast. The other thing about Hajime no Ippo is, like many sports anime, there's commentators who yell about stuff that's happening. Or there's people in the crowd who are spectating, who make comments. And, I can't go through here, really. In the anime, what happens is the characters do their shit, and then we cut to the commentation, or we cut to the commentary. And the commentary sometimes takes like a full minute, and then we go back to what was happening in the match, and, well, like, the match hasn't moved on at all since the commentary started. We're back to, like, exactly where we were when we cut to the commentary. In the manga, I feel like it's more forgivable because, God, here we go. In the manga, I feel it's more, oh my god, it circles around like that? That's some dirty crap. Oh god, we're gonna die again. I feel like in the manga it's more forgivable because you can just assume that the conversation is happening like mid-match. Like while all this is happening, the commentary is happening. And it's a little bit harder for me to make that connection in the anime because it really feels like the match pauses for them to talk. Whereas the way it's presented in the manga, it feels more like, let's just use this all up, why not? Ah, fuck. Okay. Basically, cutting back and forth in the anime makes it feel like the match goes on pause. Cutting back and forth in the manga feels like the characters were making these comments while the fighting was happening, like at the exact same time. Like they're actively participating, they're actively commentating during the match, like the actual commentator to sport does. Because the commentator, there's also a commentator in Hajime no Ippo as well, just like, you know, your general sports commentator yelling over everything that's happening. So in the anime, the commentator who yells about what's happening, he yells usually in real time, or usually right as something happens, he's like yelling about it. And then when the series actually cuts to the friends or whatever commentating on the match, then it feels like a legitimate cut. Like it feels like a cut. It doesn't feel like they're talking at the same time. I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's very like I'd have to like get manga panels and I'd have to get the anime out and I'd have to like make a whole video about it. It's not that important. I don't care to do it. It's just like a preference thing. It's purely preference for me, where I just can't quite stomach the way the anime is directed. And that's a personal problem for me. Whereas I can very much so stomach the way the manga presents everything. God, this is really hard. I mean, let's stop talking about non-game related things for now and see if I play better. I guess I don't. I guess I don't. Or maybe I do. Maybe a little bit. Can we get back up to full health before we actually have to fight that night? That is my question right now. God damn it. Well, not at the rate I'm going. Oh my god, not at the rate I'm going. Like, get over it. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is horrible. Are you kidding me? I haven't even been dying to the big night. I've been dying to these jobber enemies on the way. Jesus. Okay, let's not suck. Let's get good. One of the reasons I'm actually streaming is because I want to get better at like vlog style talking. I also want to get better at being able to talk while my mind is trying to focus on something else. And this is pretty good practice for it, but god, like, Like, I feel like most of the time I'm talking while playing, I'm just butchering whatever it is I'm trying to say horribly. I left the zone, so he just recovered all his health because he knocked me out of the zone. Fuck. But yeah, it feels like I'm butchering most of what I'm trying to say. But it is practice. Jesus Christ, this is not going hot. There we go. If you can keep him from teleporting, this battle is really easy. But as soon as he teleports when you approach, like, God, it gets really frustrating. But yeah, one of the main reasons I'm streaming is literally to practice trying to ramble about various things while I'm mentally elsewhere. Because I don't think I'm very good at it. I, like, get stuck on my own words a lot. Like, well, oh, God damn it! I knew he spawned as well, and yet I still got hit. Like one of the many reasons I switched from vlog style reviews to scripted reviews, well, my vlog style reviews were better because I still had like a rough outline in my head of what I wanted to talk about. I wasn't just completely winging it. I was winging it with like a note card basically. Fuck. But I still thought I was kind of mediocre. So, like, one of the reasons I switched from just talking about things on the fly to talking about things in a scripted manner is because I sound way better, and I mean, everybody will have a way more... Everybody will express their ideas more coherently if they script what they're trying to say. Like, that's just a fact. Like, that's just a fact. You will always sound better, more articulate, and more clear in what you're trying to express if you think about it ahead of time and actually write it down. Like, you don't have to write it all down, but if you make like a very detailed bullet point list of what you're trying to say, it will sound way better. But like, there is still having proficiency at public speaking in like an improvised manner, and I definitely lack that proficiency. And streaming is one of the reasons why I wanted to actually, or streaming is one of the ways I wanted to improve at my lack of that, of such a proficiency. Look, like I can't talk. I mean, I'm talking poorly right now. Oh my God, I'm gonna die again. God damn it. Oh God. Like, I wouldn't call Let's Players don't necessarily have a hard job, but it's not a job that lacks skill, let's put it that way. Like, I've always had... sometimes people defend Let's Players as like, well, they still have to, you know, edit every day, and they still have to, like, plan, and they still have to manage basically their business, and I'm like, bruh, everybody who works at home has to do all those things. It's just other people who work at home usually have projects they have to carry out. They don't just play video games. They have to, like, create stuff, or submit stuff, or build software, or whatever, you know? But everybody who works at home usually has to do, like, managerial type stuff. Maybe not through a public relations lens, although sometimes that too. But, so it's like, I do think, like, being a Let's Player, for example, is an easier job than being a video essayist or something. I think that's pretty much assured. Now that being said, what I was going to say to defend Let's Players is that you do need skill to be a Let's Player, or like a 24, or like a, you know, 5 days a week or 7 days a week streamer or whatever. Like, to be a streamer or a Let's Player, you do need skill of a certain variety. You need a few skills, and most of that is about being able to improvise your speech, and improvise your storytelling, and improvise your ability to entertain. Like, if you talk bad, if you are a poor public speaker, it is really hard to be a Let's Player, obviously. It's also hard to be a streamer. Like, I feel like I'm a pretty shitty public speaker, because I used to have, when I was little, I was fine with it. I didn't care whatsoever. I didn't really have stage fright. And then around the time I entered 6th grade, I think, I developed, like, really bad stage fright. I think it was actually right around 6th grade. Right around when I turned 11 or 12, like, when I was a preteen, basically. For some reason, I just developed, like, really, really, severe stage fright, where I would like have this thing where if we had to, like, read an essay aloud in the literature class in junior high or whatever, I would, unless I was going in the last, okay, I couldn't go last. I also couldn't go first. I basically wanted to go somewhere around the middle, preferably the last third of the people. That's when I wanted to go. That was like my sweet spot, and that would like calm my nerves a bit for some reason, just because it has one of the things is you see other people do it, right? You see other people do it, and you kind of it's like if you have to do karaoke, or if you're going to a karaoke joint, sometimes it's hard to go first, but when you see everybody else suck and everybody else have fun and the vibe is good, like you get used to it, and it's easier to go after some people have already gone. So that's one aspect of it. And then as far as going last, I didn't want to go last because, well, it felt like that's the ending note, right? It's like, well, that's the ending note of this whole thing, and if your speech sucks, like, I don't want that. I don't want to end everything on a bad speech. That's too much responsibility, kind of, I guess. God, how much health does he have? A lot, apparently. Oh, there we go. Thank God. It just took concentration and actually not playing like garbage to win that. Anyway. So because of those two reasons, I basically never wanted to go in the first, like, I didn't want to go first and I didn't want to go last. But even when I was going at like the optimal time, I still would have a really hard time actually not freaking out. Like my hands would jitter and stuff. And partially because of that, I just don't have like, God, I don't know how I thought I was gonna make it through that area. Partially because of that, I feel like I never developed really good public speaking skills. Because I just never wanted to speak in public. Like in a, I'm not shy. I'm kind of introverted, but in like an extroverted way, I guess. Where like if I am in a group, I will take the front and center and I will talk about shit. And I'm like very talkative. In fact, I'm overly talkative in a group setting. Even though I'd still describe myself as an introvert. But when it comes to speaking outside of a friend group, it's like a completely different scenario for me. And I guess if you record something for YouTube or if you're talking live, I feel like it falls somewhere halfway in between the two. But anyway, it's like, I don't know, talking while streaming or talking while trying to record like a vlog, it does feel a little different than chatting with friends. There's definitely a different vibe to it. Where am I trying to go with this? I mean, I guess I've just been explaining my history of public speaking. And then what happened to me in college is in order to actually get through presentations, I would basically talk really fast. I would like go at a pace about twice of what would have been like a good pace to do, and I would just have my all my presentations be really information rich. So like basically I was talking fast because I didn't want to. I was talking fast because it helped me actually not freak out, right? But I would mask the fact that I'm doing it to not freak out by having all my presentations be like super densely packed. And you know, most college talks have a time limit, like 15 minutes or whatever. And then you have to stop. Like you have to, you can't go over the time limit that you're allotted. So I would jam-pack my talk with tons of information, so if I talked at a decent rate, it would go way over 15 minutes. And then I would have to basically rush through it all in order to make it work. Therefore, it looked like I was talking fast because I didn't quite plan my presentation correctly. I didn't allot enough time for what I wanted to say. But in reality, I was just talking fast because it made me less fearful. And that's basically how I got through public speaking in college. And I don't know why speaking fast makes it easier, but I think it's because if you talk really fast, if you get really carried away in what you're saying, and if you're trying to rush through all your words, it feels like you don't have time to focus on how well you're doing or what you're saying. Like, all you have time to focus on is, hey, can I actually get through this 15-minute presentation when I pack 25 minutes of content? That's all you have time to worry about is, hey, I gotta get through this, or else I won't make it to the end of my presentation. So it kind of takes away your worry from some of the other stuff. Now that being said, I'm not like freaked out when I'm streaming for the most part. When I'm streaming, I get a little bit like... When I'm streaming, I get a little bit jittery and a little bit like nervous and a little bit upset when I am expressing things poorly. Which, granted, that happens a lot. Like, during the Hachimi no Ippo talk, I felt like I was going nowhere with what I was trying to say, and I was getting very upset at myself because I felt like I was expressing myself very, very poorly. But unless I'm frustrated at myself, I don't really get too nervous when I'm recording or when I'm streaming. Although when you write your scripts, you have the extra benefit of being able to redo line takes as much as you want. When I record my YouTube videos, my scripted YouTube videos, which are 90% of them, I can, you know, if I'm not happy with how I set a paragraph, I can just record, and it adds a lot of extra time, it adds more editing time, obviously, but, because you have that kind of confirmation that, like, hey, I can redo this as many times as I want, because of that, I'm never really worried about, messing up. I get frustrated when I mess up. God damn it. I get really frustrated when I'm like recording for YouTube and I keep messing up a line and flubbing it over and over and over, or I think my delivery's poor. I will get extremely frustrated with myself, and I'll just basically be like, "Gah!" When I, for example, like take a deep breath in the middle of trying to say something because I mismanaged my breath. But there's that guarantee that, like, hey, no matter what, nobody will hear anything that you don't actually edit first. Like, you have to publish it for them to hear it. Now, on stream, there is that extra little fear of, like, hey, if I say this really shitty, that's it. We're live. We're doing it live. Fuck it, we're doing it live. That's all we got. You can re-say it, but then you're just wasting people's time. So a lot of times I do try to rephrase what I'm already been trying to say. But if you rephrase it too many times, you're just repeating the same thing over and over and over, and obviously it's boring. So because of that, I still do have that slight, I guess, like mild fear when I'm streaming of just being a bad commentator. And this Twitch stream is weird. I kind of wanted to try talking about more stuff than just what's happening on screen at any given moment, because that's the thing. When I narrate what's happening in the game, I find it very easy. But as soon as I try to talk about things that are not happening in the game, it becomes a lot harder. I struggle a lot more. I have a lot more awkward pause breaks. I just express myself much more poorly. So I thought this stream I might try talking more about things outside the game once I woke up. And yeah, as you can see, I'm not as good at narrating random thoughts as I am with gameplay. But yeah, basically this is a bit of a weird stream. I guess this is kind of like a self-reflection stream on just having, you know, a role as an entertainer, be it through YouTube or not. But yeah, I don't know, how did this start? This started with me talking about Let's Players. Let's Players need to have really good improvisation ability. They need to have really good articulation, especially when you're tired. When you're tired, it's very easy to start slurring your speech. I've rewatched a few of my streams, not all the way through, just, you know, like some chunks here and there. Like I'd fast forward through bits of it and just listen to myself a little bit just to hear how I sound. Especially when I'm tired, I do have moments where I end up slurring my speech a little bit. I end up kind of mixing words together. And most of the time you can tell what I'm trying to say. It's not that bad, but like still, if you talk for a living, I guess, if you talk for a living, you have to really try to articulate well, and a lot of times that means you're gonna have to talk slower than what you're used to. So like talking at your normal pace, you'll make a lot of mistakes, especially when you're nervous. If you're nervous, especially, you will make more articulation mistakes. You'll slur your words together even more. I do it a lot when I get nervous, especially. I start sounding shitty. And that doubles back to what I said about how I used to do my presentations quickly, because it would help me not be as nervous if I talked really quickly. God damn it, taking so much damage. But yeah, that goes all the way back to that, because now I'm saying, like, hey, you have to talk slow to articulate well. Well, it's hard for me to talk slow because I'm nervous, so, like, it's a double whammy, I guess, against me in that regard. Because I do have to train myself to articulate more adequately. To do that, I usually have to start talking slower. You can eventually pick things up. Once you feel that your speech sounds well, at a decent speed, you can start talking faster and faster and faster. But if you don't have too much practice with speaking to like a live audience, I do suggest you speak slower, but make sure every word is very distinguishable and every word is very articulate and very easy to like understand. Plus, like, people will be watching you from outside the U.S., from outside of English, well, not from outside English-speaking countries, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like, and if somebody has English as their second language and they're not super well versed in it, it's even more important to talk in an articulate manner, because obviously non-native English speakers will have a harder time understanding you. And you still want to have non-native English speakers, yeah, whatever, I said it right. You still want to have people from other countries tune in if they're interested in, you know, what you're talking about, or your gameplay, or your videos, or whatever. You don't want to drive them away because you speak way too quickly and slur everything together. So back to the whole Let's Play thing of how this started. I wouldn't say it's hard to play video games as a living. In fact, I think it's probably, all things considered, it's one of the easier jobs. Like, it will get draining. You do have to mix. Like the fact that you're turning your hobby into something you are making a living off of. There's that danger of, if you're not careful, your hobby will quickly stop being your hobby. Like, you can stop enjoying something if you're trying to turn it into a job. Like, that is a danger you have to watch out for. But the main thing is that in order to actually be a good Let's Player or a good streamer, you do have to have a decent amount of public speaking skills. Now, you can inherently have those. You can just be one of those people who inherently grew up in a way such that you are very good at speaking, and that's awesome. But if you don't have that, and most people I would argue don't have good speaking skills until they practice a fuck ton. If you don't have that, you do need to practice it a lot. You need to be able to, like, monitor how you sound as you're speaking about something. God damn it. God damn it. Die. Okay. Like, it does take work. It takes work improving yourself. And you know, people who, I've seen a lot of, like, Let's Players joke about, like, haha, I talk for a living, can you believe it? I'm so bad at this, like, why is this my job if I'm so terrible at it? But, like, those people still already have a good, like, base to work with. They can already express themselves relatively well, almost always. I've almost never seen anybody with a large following who still, you know, stumbles over their words all the time and who still sounds poor in what they're saying, I guess. Now, you don't always have to make sense with what you say. A lot of people don't actually, they don't make sense. If you think about what they say, it's garbage, their ideas suck, they're just kind of like saying inane things a lot of the time. That happens a lot, but the way they're saying it sounds good. It's all about, like, presentation, basically, I guess. You have to make the presentation aspect of it sound decent. Oh, cool. You get to heal our HP back. So yeah, if you're gonna be a Let's Player, basically, or like a streamer, I mean, I obviously don't have first-hand experience, but I would think the two main things is, one, ooh, look at that Metroid-looking thing in the background. What is that? I think we're at a boss, guys. But yeah, you have to... Oof. Look at this knight. Soul Master. Oh god. Shockwaves. Yo. We got shockwaves. We got teleports. Is he the Dash Master? He looks a lot like the Dash Master. I don't think he is, but he looks a lot like the Dash Master. Whew, that was lucky. Crap. Oh, cool. Oh, he turns into a little, like, husk of himself. Yeah, sorry, I cannot fight a boss while talking very well. I'm gonna have to put a break onto that whole random contemplation on streaming and video game playing. But yeah, I mean, just to finish off the thought, you have to be able to learn to articulate, if you can't already, learn to speak well, incredibly well. And then the other thing you have to learn to do is not make yourself hate what you're doing. Like, make sure you don't start hating playing video games if you're gonna play video games for a living. Because it's actually, I think, easier. It's easier to start hating what you do than it sounds. Like, dream jobs can be dream jobs for a few months, and then after, I mean, sometimes even years, a dream job can start being taxing and tedious, and it can stop being fun. Oh god, I'm dead. Like, you can enjoy something, but then after trying to make a business out of it for years, you can just suddenly wake up and realize, like, hey, I hate this. I have to move on from this. I'm not having fun anymore. Even if you're successful, and it's definitely happened. As one example, there's like, what is the name of the channel? It's a really popular, or it used to be, because the creators discontinued it. It used to be a really popular movie analysis channel. Like, it would analyze cinematography. I think every frame of painting, I believe it was every frame of painting. Fuck, let's just... Oh my god, I'm gonna have to fight you, aren't I? But yeah, every frame of painting, like, they got millions of views per video. They had a giant amount of backers on their Patreon. But recently they quit, because they just weren't having fun doing what they were doing anymore. Like, I think there were 2 people behind the channel. I don't know their names. Like, one person would narrate it, so everybody like, kind of attributed the channel to that one person, but I believe it was a tag team. But yeah, they could have easily made, like, a decent living. Maybe not, like, super... Maybe they weren't super well off exclusively from their channel, but they were definitely making, at minimum, a decent living. Definitely at least, like, 10 times more than what I make. Off their, movie analysis channel. And they apparently just weren't enjoying it that much because they decided to quit. They had like they never released a going away video. They released a script for it though. Like, they didn't even want to finish their going away video because they weren't having fun. They released like a working script for it, where they basically talk about why they quit and what happened and how they approached everything. They gave tips to other people who wanted to do that kind of stuff. Am I going the right way? No, I'm not. And it was just, like, very eye-opening in many ways. It was very good advice. I would highly recommend you guys read it. I do believe it was every frame of painting, but if I'm wrong, I don't know. I'll make an amendum later at some point. But yeah, even if you're popular, like massively popular, even if you're extremely good at what you do, even if it's, like, they already had an editing background, I believe. Like, they already worked with films as their primary career. Like, even then, you can still grow to kind of hate what you do. So yeah, that's the main risk I would actually say Let's Players have, is they might start hating what they do, and if they don't start hating what they do, if you push yourself to continue to do what you hate as a career, there's a pretty good chance you're going to end up hating yourself at some point. So I'd say that's the biggest danger of, like, trying to get into playing video games as a profession, is like, yo, make sure you keep having fun. Make sure you're still having fun. Don't torture yourself doing something that most people would consider a hobby. Like, I also can't make videos, like, nonstop for YouTube. I get drained super fast. I get, like, completely... I don't really get overworked by normal standards of what would constitute overworked, but I feel overworked. And if I get to a point where I'm, like, really hating the slog of constructing a video, I do take a break, because I do want my YouTube channel to primarily be a hobby for me. I would rather treat it as hobby first, business second. It earns me about half of my income comes from my YouTube channel. but I do not want it to be a business in my head. I want it to stay as a hobby, and if that means I can't actually, like, I would love to quit my day job and just do YouTube, but if that means I have to treat my YouTube as a business to actually do that, I'm not going to commit to that. I would rather have to have a day job and enjoy working on YouTube than commit to YouTube as a full business and stop being able to enjoy it. Ooh, look at these guys. Oh, secret room over there. I'm gonna listen back to like this god damn it. Whoops. I'm gonna listen back to this stream and just be like, wow, I can't speak for shit. Because I'll definitely listen back to what I sound like, and I can already tell like I'm gonna be repeating myself a lot, and I'm gonna be very disappointed in my quality of speech. But that's just, it's something you really can't get better at until you do it more and more and more. Not all of us are so lucky as to be able to have good public speaking skills off the bat. And unfortunately, the only way to be, as Jake the dog would say, the first step to being kind of good at something is sucking, or rather, I botched that quote horribly. Sucking at something is the first step to being kind of good at something. That is what he said. So you can't get better without practice, and unfortunately that means spell twister. Let's see what that does. Unfortunately, that does mean that for a while you're gonna suck. And you're gonna suck in front of people, and it's gonna be frustrating, maybe embarrassing, maybe annoying, maybe rage-inducing even, but you're gonna have to suck in front of people for a while, and then you're gonna get better. And then maybe you'll start getting a following, and maybe you'll start making some money off being kinda good at something. Like, I thought my first videos on YouTube were terrible, and I wasn't happy with them, but I also realized, like, hey, I'm gonna improve with time. And if you look at your progress, and you know, you can see yourself improve, and that helps you get going. Where are we? Here we are, spell twister. Reflecting the desires of the soul sanctum for mastery over soul, it improves the bearer's ability to cast spells, reduce the soul cost of casting spells. Okay, that's cool. But yeah, like, when you're first starting out, the one thing that I think you have to look forward to keep you going is that you will feel yourself improve at whatever it is you're doing. This is with a lot of stuff. Now, one of the big discouraging factors is you feel yourself improve for a while, and then you start to plateau. Like, your rate of improvement starts to kind of get smaller and smaller and smaller. And, okay, here we go. We gotta go to the boss. No other way but to the boss. But yeah, your rate of improvement grows smaller. Now, for a while, like, you may even notice yourself staying the same. For a while, for example, I can look at my YouTube videos from now and from maybe a year ago, and I don't actually see much of a difference. I think I've kind of reached somewhat of a peak. Like, I don't really feel like my work is much better than it used to be. And that can be discouraging if you're still not happy with what you produce. I'm at a point with my videos, not with I'm pretty unhappy with how I stream currently. I'm not happy with my streaming. I think I could be a better commentator. I think I could be more fun. I think there's a lot of things I think. Like, I'm pretty harsh on myself in regards to my current streams. But with YouTube, I'm actually happy with what I produce. I'm actually really happy with my current videos. So the fact that it doesn't feel like I've improved in a while, that's okay. I don't mind too much. Ah, fuck. Oh, they don't disappear when you get hit by them either. They stay on screen. Oh my god, I just hit 3 times. But yeah. So, don't have, like, I mean, you want to have expectations for yourself. You want to be able to look at your content and legitimately go, yeah, like, this is decent. But you don't want to be those people who think they create good work when they don't. That's the worst type of person. The person who thinks they're like, the person who thinks they have been, like, blessed by God to be an amazing creator or something when their work is mediocre. It's the worst type of person. Like, thinking you're all that when you're, oh my god. I got wrecked. Okay, next time we're fighting the boss, I'm gonna stop talking, because clearly I cannot fight this boss while trying to talk about other stuff. But yeah, in my opinion, people who think they're really good when they're at most mediocre are just so frustrating. I hate them. I hate them so much. So you don't want to be that kind of person. You do want to be critical to an extent. You don't want to be overly critical, but you want to have a certain level of self-awareness, self-reflection, and assessing capability where you can say like, hey, my work is okay, but it could be better. Or if your work is actually shit, if your work is actually shit, you do want to have the ability to go, yeah, my work is shit, but here's all the ways I can improve it. Also, I don't know why I keep falling, I'm sorry. I keep falling down this stupid corridor. You want to have, like, the most important thing is not, what's more important, honestly, I think, than being an accurate judge of how competent you are, is being an accurate judge of how you can improve. Because even if you're the harshest critic in the world on yourself, if what you're saying to yourself in terms of getting better is all accurate information, then that's fine. As long as you're not, you know, mentally, as long as you're not mentally, like, what am I trying to say? As long as you aren't so harsh on yourself that you're actually, like, seriously frustrated and, like, okay, if you're super harsh on yourself, if you shit all over your own work, but you see where you can improve, and you make those improvements, and you actually make your work better, that's awesome. Except if being harsh on yourself causes you to be really unhappy and constantly, like, upset. If like, thinking your work is shit causes you to actually be unhappy, then you need to change your outlook somehow. If you can think your work is shit but still be happy, then it doesn't matter, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Like, if you're just a self-depreciating person and can't see the quality in what you do, and somehow you're able to not, you know, feel down about that, I don't know how exactly you can keep yourself, like, super positive, but if you can, then it's fine. But if you're super harsh on yourself and you get unhappy about your perceived flaws, then that's when you might just need to really have a change of perspective on life, I guess, which is easier said than done. Yeah, this is such a rambly stream. Like, such a rambly, repetitive stream. I know I'm saying a lot of things over and over and over, and I apologize for that. I swear if I wasn't playing video games at the same time, this would not be quite as repetitive as it has been. I swear, it's mostly because I'm trying to play games. I swear. Oh, God damn it. This is bad. He might kill me. Okay, I think one more hit and he's dead. Oh God, he's way up there. There we go. Whew. Okay. Yeah, the other skill you gotta have is, I was talking about skills a Let's Player or a streamer would need to have to be, like, successful, like minimum base skills, and the other skill is being able to partition your brain into, hey, I gotta be able to talk about shit, I also gotta be able to play a game that I've never played before competently. Like, you don't need to be good at a game, but you need a base level of competence, you know? Basically, you need to be able to play a game, like, at least half as well while you're talking about something. And vice versa. You gotta at least be able to talk half as well as you otherwise would if you were doing nothing while playing a game. And it's like, you really have to teach your brain how to do that. It's not easy. It feels like multitasking, but, like, I generally consider myself a pretty decent multitasker. I would always study while watching TV, or I'd always try to write things or paint while watching something else and actually paying attention to it, or, you know, stuff like that. And yet it feels a little bit, it feels like its own novel territory when you're trying to actually multitask, entertaining an while trying to beat a video game. A video game that you never played before is probably pretty important. If you play a game you have a lot of experience with, if you play a game where you basically have muscle memory, right? It's completely different. If you're playing a game which you acquired the muscle memory for, your brain basically is on autopilot at that point, right? It's not really thinking actively about shit. It should theoretically be very easy to talk if you've had a lot of experience with a certain game. The part that's difficult is trying to learn something new, picking up a brand new game you've never played before, trying to, like, become familiar with the control scheme, all the while trying to talk about things. And, it's easy to... Okay, here's the thing. It's pretty easy to talk about the game you're playing. At least for me, personally. Personally, for me, I have a really easy time, just, you know, narrating what I think about what's happening in front of me. It kind of flows. It's logical. It's hard to talk about something completely 100% unrelated. That's like using a completely different part of your brain. It's like making your brain subdivided into two categories at once. And I said I wouldn't talk during this boss, and here I am talking. So let's shut up and actually try to do the boss fight. I'm gonna keep talking a minimum. If I'm gonna talk about this boss. So here we go. So what I really need to do right now is I need to find out how I can heal safely. I guess right there would be a good time. I lose like 3 hits though on him. Oh fuck. I missed the jump. Fuck. Didn't bounce right. I didn't do an air attack by accident. Oh my god. Ignore punishing him, we gotta heal up. These breaks basically feel like healing breaks. Like, I feel like the developers knew that, hey, people need a healing break. Oh, this one is annoying. I'm not even gonna follow him on that one. That one is so annoying to deal with. Crap. Oh my god. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to properly deal with that one, honestly. Seems very tricky. Okay, heal up. Get one hit on him. Get one hit on him. So yeah, like case in point, right now I'm talking a little bit about what's happening on screen. It is not really impacting my ability to play that much. I'd say I'm about 20% worse. If I was going to try to talk about other random stuff that has no relation, like for example, if I was going to talk about my life in Hawaii right now, god damn it. I mean, case in point right now, I'm already taking damage. If I was trying to talk about Hawaii right now, I would be playing probably 50% worse, if not more than that. Probably more. Probably more than 50. Also, he didn't have much HP. Unless this is... Holy fuck. My god, his scream was awful. Jesus, that was quite the death. Quite the volatile death. I thought he would have a phase 2, because most bosses have more HP than he did. Oh! Well, speak of the devil, he's not done yet. Speak of the fucking devil. Speak of the fucking devil. I knew he would have a phase 2. Oh, now he's summoning them. That's gonna be tricky. This is really cool. I love how I tried to absorb him and his soul was just like, no. No, I'm gonna maintain my autonomy. I'm not gonna be absorbed by you, you feeble individual. It's really cool. Like, I love that. Oh my god. Oh no! Bad. Let's not heal right now. Let's heal. There we go. We can heal now. Oh, is that it? Usually when they goop, that's it. Damn. He was still easier than I thought, actually. Once I stopped talking about random shit and actually started focusing on the fight, he wasn't very hard. Oh, there's this husk. God, can you believe if for a second time he refuses to be absorbed? Can you believe if for a second time he just refuses to be absorbed? But no, here we go. Desolate Dive. Tap circle while holding down to strike the earth with a burst of power. Ooh. Now, can we do this in the air? Let's see. No, we cannot. We cannot do this in the air. Still, that looks really cool. We finally have a new spell. What does Quick Cast work like, is what I'm curious about. Quick Cast is R2. Is there a way to map which spell you want to Quick Cast? Like... It hasn't given me a Quick Cast tutorial yet either, though, so... for all I know, I might get one of those later. Well, okay, let's see. If we press R2 right now, what happens? We do that. So it's the basic one. I would much rather actually have R2 mapped to the lightning one we just got. But, like I said, I'm not actually aware how we can get that to work. Oh well. If anyone in the chat happens to play this game and actually understand how to set Quick Cast to different stuff, give me a shout out, because I would love to be able to map the Lightning Blast to Circle Down instead of what it currently is. Alright. I'm gonna be honestly a little bit frightened to rewatch this stream, because I know so much of it was just random talking. In a way that I'm not, particularly happy with. Well, oh my god, money up the butt. Holy shit, that was like 300? 299. No, 375. Wow. Holy crap, that is a lot of money. M-O-N-E-Y, what's that spell? Lots of money. Indeed. Just like that one song. Jesus. Like, I'm almost able to buy a lantern. That's definitely what I'm going to save up for. I mean, I need 300 to unlock the subway at Keene Station. And then I need 1800 for the lantern itself. So that's 2100 total that we need. And a wiser person might tell me to go to the bank and deposit money. But, fuck it. Like, my bank account, I think, has like 100 right now. In the game, not in real life. A little bit better than that in real life, but not by much. But yeah, I'm a little worried to go back and rewatch the stream, because I'm going to be like, wow, I sound like absolute shit, and I sound like I can't figure out what it is I want to talk about. But, gonna rewatch it. Definitely gonna rewatch it. I need to know what I sound like to improve. That's the other thing. You do have to rewatch your content. You can't just put content out without ever rewatching it. You have to now and then go back, look at it, try to pretend you're an outsider. Envision yourself as somebody who, like, just got here. Out of, like, no... Like, let's say somebody had absolutely zero exposure to you. Try to see it through their eyes, and then try to judge accordingly. That is a mandatory part of assessing one's work. Okay, how the fuck do I get out of here? Like, where am I even, and how do I go down? So yeah, I almost always rewatch my streams once, but like I said, I only watch maybe a combined 10 minutes of it, because I'm not gonna watch 2 hours of a stream of myself. I'm not that vain. I don't like myself enough. In fact, it's usually a little bit painful. It's usually a little bit painful for me to watch my own content, which is why I have this thing that I'm planning that I want to do eventually. I was thinking about doing it on like January 19th or 23rd, before Dragon Ball FighterZ and Monster Hunter World comes out, but after the Dragon Ball FighterZ demo. Just thinking of rewatching my old videos. I cannot figure out where to go. Excuse me while I try to figure it out, but like, I'm kind of confused where I'm supposed to go right now. But yeah, I was thinking about doing it this month, but I'm probably going to postpone it into February, where I rewatch all my old Adventure Time videos chronologically. Mostly chronologically. There's a few episodes I reviewed out of chronological order, but mostly chronologically. So that's going to be really painful, especially watching my oldest stuff is going to be so painful, because I'm going to be cringing. I'm going to be cringing really hard. I'm going to be very embarrassed. But it does sound fun. I do want to comment on some of my older videos and maybe make corrections or amendments, or talk about maybe thoughts that have since changed. Like, I don't know what I've said in my reviews that I have since changed my mind on, but I would love to find out. I would love to find out if I think differently about some episodes than I did in the past. That should be fun, though. I'll definitely advertise that when it happens. Just have a stream where I do nothing but watch my old videos. It'll probably take at least 3 to 4 streams to actually finish that, because I have a lot of videos, and my reviews are, what, between 5 to 10 minutes long? My analysis videos usually a bit longer than that, but, like, yeah, let's average out a video to 5 minutes. Just, that's way shorter than my videos usually are, but let's even say it was just 5 minutes, right? I have, like, 100 Adventure Time videos, I think. Maybe, like, 90. That's still... What is that? If it's five videos each, that's 20 videos in an hour. That's at least 5 hours if every video was 5 minutes, right? Which they're not. They're longer. They're probably closer to 10 average. I cannot figure out where to go. Like, I'm sorry. Where do I go to get out of here? What the fuck am I missing? What am I supposed to do? I've been stuck here for so long. Where do I go? We busted down through here, now I don't know how to leave. Anyway, the other thing, though, is I'm going to be pausing the videos now and then if I want to comment on stuff. Like, my videos are pretty non-stop, so if I'm talking over myself, I can talk over myself for non-important stuff when I do watch my old videos. But when I'm going to, like, make a big, you know, like, speech about something that I've changed my mind on or whatever, I do need to pause. So that's going to introduce a bunch of extra time. So it's going to take at least, I think, 3-4 minimum stream sessions to probably get through that. So I might just save it all for February. I think I probably will. I think that's what I'm going to do. How do I get out? What am I missing? How do I get out of here? Is there a way to warp? I don't understand. How do I get out? Like, I'm legit so confused right now. I am just stuck in here, fighting these enemies over and over. I'm collecting money, but it's not much. These enemies don't give much. How do... Down circle, maybe? That doesn't break it? Okay, I'm legit, like, a little... Let's stop talking about random stuff. Let's stop talking about plans. Stop talking about my thoughts on how much I suck. How do I get out? What the fuck? Can I even teleport? Like, I can't teleport out. I don't want to die. If I die, I can go to a woman in Dirtmouth who apparently will get you your bloodstain back without you having to go to it. But right here, maybe? No, can't break the chair. Where the fuck do I go to get out? Okay, this is like... Yo, where is... I caught fire once. I think he played this game. Why is he not in the stream today? I really need his help. I really need his help. Like... I don't know how to get out. I legit am stuck. Like... Where do I go? Where have I missed looking to escape this area? I am actually, like, getting a little worried right now because I've been stuck here for like 10 minutes now. What do I do? Down circle? No? I just unlocked it. You'd think maybe you'd require it to escape. But no, I can't get up there? I cannot get up there. How do I get out of this place? What the hell? What was this knight's name? What was his name? I can't remember it. Fuck, I can't even remember it. Let's take a look at our spells real quick. Whoop, wrong one. Maybe I got a spell from him, right? Desolate Dive. Doesn't say who the spell is from. Shit. Fuck. What was his name? I mean, I can probably just look it up, but like stuck after boss fight, Hollow Knight. Probably figure out how to get out that way. This is ridiculous. This is the first part of the game where I'm like, this is the first part where I might have an issue with the game, and that's simply because I am so lost right now. This chair looks breakable, doesn't it? Like, that chair looks so breakable. I don't know, let's get enough soul to maybe do a Vengeful Spirit against it, or something. Okay, Vengeful Spirit. No, no, Vengeful Spirit doesn't work either. I already tried the lightning one. What am I missing? Oh! Fuck, there it is. There it is. There it is. This is... Okay, gotta leave the room to get some more souls. You can break the glass, I bet. That's why it's cracked. I bet that's it. If that's not it, I'm checking Google, because I have been stuck here at least 10 minutes. I want to say we're getting close to 15 minutes of being stuck in this room. Alright, here we go. If this doesn't work, I got nothing. Thank you! Okay, we got a new way to progress through the map. Awesome. That's awesome. I'm glad I just barely figured it out before I gave up and just Googled it. I'm so glad I was actually able to figure that out myself. Oh, and you can apparently do it... Whoops. You can do it in the air, it looked like. At least it really, really looked like you could do it in the air. I'm pretty sure I jumped that time and did it. What do we got here? Hallownest seal. That's, you just sell that for Geo. I think it's like worth 450 Geo, maybe? What are you? You just get me soul? Is that all you do? Really? Okay, that's all he does. It's fine. Oh, and there's a wormy over there. How do I rescue Wormy? How do I rescue the caterpillar? Can we break through? Cannot break through. Okay. I already pressed this lever, right? Yeah, I did. Okay. I guess we just go out this way then. I don't see a way to get to the worm. Yeah, I don't see. Okay, we'll have to come back later for the worm. I'm not sure how I can access it right now. Oh, crap. I just went back where I was. This area is just a clusterfuck for me. Apparently, I cannot get out of it to save my life. Okay. So we have a shortcut now. That's all opening this area did, is open up this shortcut. Ah! That's all it did. So, I still have to find out how to escape. It's still not obvious. Is there anything up here? Nope. Ah. Nothing. Okay, nothing. Oh! I was wrong. I was wrong. There is something up here. Hollow ground. Fuck. God, that feels so fun. It's like an easy version of jumping on enemies in Devil May Cry 3, which I was always really terrible at. Of course, I played Devil May Cry 3 when I was like 14 years old, and my skill at character action games was very low back then. I couldn't beat the game without using some of those like suits, like Infinite Devil Trigger suits, because at certain parts of the game it was just too difficult for me back then. That was before they patched in like an easier mode, may I add, though. That was like the first version of the PS3 game. I always wanted to go back to Devil May Cry 3. It was like my first experience with like a legit video game that took, like a legit one-player video game that took like decent amounts of skill. And I always wanted to go back, but I feel like I'd rather just play Devil May Cry 4 rather than going back to 3. Not to mention I just have so many other games I want to play. I also don't want to buy it again. I know the collector's edition doesn't cost much, but I just don't really want to purchase it again. I think I still have my classic PS2 disc. Somewhere. It's probably like stuck in luggage, but I'm pretty sure I have it. Okay, let's get our little worm friend. We haven't rescued one of these in a very long time. Oh, I need to go back to the room and see how many I've rescued. The room where their parent is, or their keeper, whatever. There's like an old aged grandparent or worm, or parent worm, I don't know. There's this one room in the game near the first level where you can see everyone you've rescued, all the little wormies, and I believe the elder throws money at you for how many you've rescued. Which we do need money, so actually that might be a good idea. Okay. Enough fiddling around here. How do I actually get out? Was there any clues here? I don't even have a map of the area. Is there more weak ground that I missed? There's probably like, what am I missing? Anything? This sounds almost like Stranger Things music. The banana, 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 banana. Oh, this was the exit right here, I think, actually. I'm so bad without a map. Like, I am so bad without a map. Okay, cool. We are free of that boss area. Awesome. Cleared a new portion of the game. And got terribly, terribly lost. I wonder if I have to... No, wait. I don't have to... I shouldn't have to buy the map from Cornifer. I think I have that area of the map. I think it just won't get filled in until I sit on a bench. Here we go. God, that feels really cool. You can only break through the ones that are already cracked. The ones that are solid, you can't. That's awesome. I like that. Can break through here. What is up here, though? Have I been here? Oh, yeah, I've been here. Okay, then let's open up the shortcut. Actually, first, let's... never mind. He's way back there. I was going to say, let's hit that little monument and get more of our juice back, but it's way back there. It's fine. Alright. We are pretty much done with this awful area. I mean, it's lots of fun, but, like... just the fact that I got stuck makes me think it's an awful area. Okay, yeah. We collected everything there is to collect, I believe. Was that where I was supposed to go? I hope so. Crap. Cool. Okay, let's go sit at a bench and save our progress before it's too late. And then we're going straight to Keene Station from here. There's a bench right above me, over here. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, while we're there, we should see if I can somehow map that lightning downward strike to the quick cast. Because Vengeful Spirit, the projectile move, is already basically automatically quick casting because you just press circle once. Like, it's as quick as it can get. The other one, I mean, is press down and circle. It's still pretty quick, but I'd like to just press R2 for it. I would much prefer that. So let's see. Speaking of, do I want the ability to cast spells over Dash Master, or... No, I don't. I'm going to keep the current equipments I have. Can we do anything here? Set it to R2? No, we cannot. Yeah, no. Alright, that's fine. I'll probably read on Google later what the quick cast feature is all about. Yeah, I'll research it on my own later. Okay, so there's also a room to the right there. Let's try to access the Keene Station by going through that passageway we haven't yet gone through, if possible. It might need a switch pressed from the other side. Crap. Okay, I don't want to go back to talking what I was talking about. Let me think of another random topic to talk about. When there's somebody in the chat to like prompt a topic out of me, it feels like a lot easier than having to think up of one on my own. I don't know why. Like if somebody asks me a question, I'm like very happy to answer it and very happy to talk about the general topic. But as soon as it comes to having to think up of one myself, for some reason I just don't know what I should talk about. Let's see, I already talked about my health and my shitty day at work the other day. Like, had to work New Year's Day. Was very, very busy. Nobody expected it to be as busy as it was. Oh yeah, it's locked. Can't access through here. Gonna have to make the shortcut. You know what? Let's actually try to make that shortcut before we go to Keene Station. Let's actually go ahead and try to make that shortcut, because we don't have 2100 anyway, so it's not like I have to really worry about, I don't really have to worry about the money situation until I have 2100. As soon as I have 2100, that will allow me to that will allow me to... How did I not see that? Okay, where are we? Oh, hold on a sec. Okay, no, never mind. As soon as we have 2100, that will allow me to open up King Station, write it back to Dirtmouth, and buy that lantern. But until I have 2100, I can just not worry about it. That's what I guess I'm saying. Oh, there's a wormy here. You can hear its cries. Those are the cries of a worm that needs rescuing. Where is it? I can hear it, but I don't know where... Oh, it's a bat. Fuck. I thought it was a worm. Worms make similar cries, I think. Those bats are just explosive bats, though. That's probably what's crying, I hope. I think that's what's crying. In which case, I'm gonna ignore those bats, because those bats are bastards. I love bats, but like bats are such a cool animal. Like, it's a mammal that developed flight. Like, it deserves so much respect. If like they have so many ecological niches they fulfill too, and so many like ecological roles. Oh, we can sell shit to him. Sweet. Actually, we'll have plenty of money now to buy a lot of shit we need. Here we go. If not, get your damp little self out of my home. Okay. Alright. But yeah, bats are just so cool evolutionarily, ecologically. Like, oh my god, I didn't want her to fall into the sewer. We're gonna get back out. But yeah, bats are amazing creatures, and they're also, like, really cute. If you're not one of those people who's squeamish about them for no reason, like, they are adorable. Fruit bats basically look like weird, like, dog or fox hybrids. They look like weird breeds of dogs or foxes with wings, and they're adorable. A lot of smaller bats are just really cute because they're tiny. Vampire bats have kind of ugly faces, but they're kind of ugly in the way that a pug is ugly, where it's, like, still cute. One of the things that annoyed me the most, I think, is... Well, okay, one of the things that annoys me the most in general, let's just put it that way, is fucking Bear Grylls, because he's a shit person who kills wildlife for no reason, and he doesn't actually teach you to survive at all. Half the things he tells you to do would kill you. He tells you to eat raw food when you really shouldn't. You should do your best to make a fire and cook it. There's zero reason to be eating tons of raw food and infecting yourselves with diseases and parasites and whatnot and giving yourself diarrhea. Like, one of the biggest ways to lose water when you're trying to, like, survive in the wild is by giving yourself diarrhea or vomiting and just losing shit tons of body fluids that way. And pretty much, like, half the things Bear Grylls tells you to do in terms of eating random things you find would probably give your stomach some fucking, like, horrible pains and then possibly make you shit your guts out too. So you'd just be dehydrating yourself. But yeah, I hate Bear Grylls, but one of the things that I always remember he says is he finds a bat of caves and goes like, flying rodents! And I'm like, dude, bats aren't rodents. Fuck you. Like, okay, let me check this, just to be 100% safe. But I'm pretty sure bats are not rodents. They're like a different, like, they're like a different subfamily or family or entirely. Bats are chiropterans, I know that much. Let's go to chiropterans on Wikipedia. Yeah, Chiroptera is an order, and Rodentia is that also an order? Rodentia is also an order. They're in different orders. Like, orders are above family levels, even. Like, they are really quite far apart evolutionarily. Calling a bat a flying rodent is indeed, like, a really uninformed and just stupid thing to do. And for some reason, out of all the horrible things Bear Grylls does, the one that sticks in my mind the most that I got annoyed by is when he calls bats flying rodents. But yeah, anyway. Bats are great. I love bats. This has been a detour where I talk about bats and find out that I don't think I can get up here. Like, I don't think I can get up there. I wanted to connect the shortcut, but I don't think I have the capability at the moment. Yeah, let's just go to King Station then and go ahead and buy our little lantern. Can buy a few other things as well, actually. We have a lot of money right now. Like, we are good on money. And let's not fight these guys. Just not worth it. Not worth it. I'll collect that money, though. I'll collect the money from the lesser minions, but those big guys, they're not very hard, but they deal two pips of damage where they strike, and they take many hits to take out, and they're just boring. That's probably the worst thing of all, is they're boring to fight. You have to you have to do an air slash on top of him, which prompts him to do an upward slash, leaving his belly exposed to hit. It's just very annoying. It's basically just bait and hit, bait and hit, bait and hit. Not fun. I don't actually think I killed a single one of those, which might be reason enough to try, because I just realized they're not in my journal, and I need to kill a certain amount to get flavor text about them. But it's just not worth it right now. I'll do that when I have money. When I have money, I'll go ahead and fight those. I mean, sorry, I'll do that when I don't have money. After I spend all my money, I'll go ahead and fight those guys. But as long as I have money, it's not worth it, because if I die, I might lose it all. That's what happened last time. Last time I died to one of those guys, I forgot I died. I ended up fighting him again before collecting my money, and I lost 1,700. And it felt so bad. It felt really terrible. Alright, subway unlocked. Where is our beetle? We gotta ring the bell. Come on over, Mr. Stag Beetle. And off to Dirtmouth. Let's go buy that lantern. I'm excited. I hope it's not something I have to equip. I hope it's just a passive skill. I hope it's not notch-based. Because if it's notch-based, I'm going to have to take something off, obviously. Alright. Good old Dirtmouth. Let's see if there's anything new here. Let's go visit Iselda first. Isefka? I can never remember her name. Iselda. Okay. Nothing new for her to say. After more supplies, you've already bought so much. Unfortunately for now, you've cleansed us out of anything worth selling. Cornifer will no doubt be pleased, though. Cornifer will no doubt be pleased, though I do wonder what he plans to spend all that geo on. Oh man, she's bored, and she has no reason to even stay here. Like, I've bought the whole shop out. She was saying literally the only reason she was staying there is to man the shop. And now she has no items to sell, so I don't even know why she's there still. It's kind of weird. I'm like really depressed for her. Anything new to say for you? Nope, just flavor text. Okay, let's go ahead and first buy this. Sweet. Then what can we afford? Oh, we're so close to being able to buy that, and that will increase our maximum soul amount. We'll come back later for it. Leaving Geo behind, yeah, I don't care. Grants you more time to recover, I don't care. Let's just buy the mask. Alright, we got 2 out of 4. Still have a lot to go on those. I wonder how many there are in the game. There can't, like, I'm 10 hours in. I feel like I'm at least halfway through this game, although I could be wrong. Like, I could be completely wrong. This game could go on and on and on and on and on for all I know, and I would love that. But I feel like I'm a decent amount in. And I haven't collected a single health upgrade. And I've only found 2 pieces of health. So it's like, it really makes me wonder how much there is. And then I know I don't have my souls lost right now. I just want to see if she has any new dialogue for me. GG. Nope, no new dialogue. I just wanted to chat with I just wanted to chat with her, but she's got nothing for me. Ah, no, didn't want to go down. Didn't want to go down there. Okay. Where do we want to go is the question now. Do we want to keep exploring that city? I believe there's areas in the sewers I haven't visited yet. I probably will be able to visit extra areas by breaking through the glass and stuff as well, but there's definitely an area in the forest that needed the lantern that I haven't been to either. Let's see. Like by Queen Station, I believe there was an area I haven't visited yet. Might be a good idea to go back there, although I feel like it'd just be extra bonus items. So many places to explore potentially. Let's just go back to King Station. Let's see. Actually, hold on. City storms. I'm trying to figure out where I haven't been yet. Apparently, there is a station above the King Station, up that way. Like to the right, there's probably going to be a station over there at some point, but yeah, I'm really not sure where I should go actually. Because look at this, there's also all these pathways down to the left. Let's actually go back to the foresty area of Queen Station. Let's go check that out again. Okay, and oh, and let's check out the new item we bought. Here we go. It's just a passive. Awesome. It seems to just be a passive ability of when I get into a dark lantern. Oh, dark lantern. When I get into a dark area, the lantern will just light my way. That's awesome. Okay, I'm actually gonna take a quick bathroom break. I will be right back. Just gotta empty my bladder. Alright, back from my bathroom break. I'm gonna be streaming for about another hour before I call it a day, and then, my hair is like, it's hard to see from this angle, but I have like very bad hair in the back of my head right now. It's like very, like, it's short, but it feels like it's a little, like, almost like tangled or knotted up, just because it got so thrashed from when I sleep. I often like spin around, and it's not so much that I like roll back and forth as much as I just like do kind of like barrel rolls in place while sleeping. So a lot of times the top of my head just gets really ruffled, and then sometimes I wake up and my hair is just ridiculous, and I have to go to work, and I don't have time to make it look not ridiculous, so I just wear a cap at work to solve that. But yeah, I'm gonna stream for about 1 more hour, and then I'm gonna try my best to keep working on those Adventure Time reviews. They are so far behind now, and I'm not very happy with it, but I don't know, life happens, and life sucks, so. But gonna try my hardest to, I don't know, find a podcast or find some series of videos to watch in the background, and just like bunker down at my desk. Technically my girlfriend's desk, but bunker down at a desk and just try to get my thoughts into a coherent state on Marcy and Hunson and the first investigation. Like, so YouTube, let's talk about YouTube earnings real quick. Actually, hold on, let me finish drinking and then I'll start playing and we'll talk about YouTube a little bit. The bigger point I'm trying to make is going to be about motivation and like kind of a defense of me not working well, because the thing is, if I actually released those videos when the episodes first aired, well, for one, the episodes would be fresh, right? So everybody would be trying to like find stuff about them right away. So for one, there's just more interest. So more interest translates to more views. More views, obviously, will translate to more money. But here's the bigger... Oh, whoops, not back in the game yet. Hold on, here we go. I tabbed out of the game and didn't realize it. The bigger issue is actually the seasonal earnings in YouTube. I don't know how much of this is common knowledge, but the amount of like money you get from views really fluctuates season to season. It's usually correlated with seasons, but that's because advertisers plan their ads in like quarters. Like it's a quarterly ad schedule. Ad campaigns are quarterly events. What that means is like every 3 months, companies will figure out what ads they want to create and what ads they want to air and what money they want to distribute toward advertising. I still don't have a map for this area? Excuse me? Well, that's a problem. We're gonna have to fix that. We're really gonna have to fix that. Hold on a sec. Hold on 1 second, sorry. Do I have a map for this area, though? I do, and I explored it all. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna have to figure out why we haven't yet found Cornifer. Because I want a map, damn it, for this jellyfish area. But yeah, okay. So, because ad companies operate quarterly, and because ad companies, you know, they pay more for ads at various times of the year, usually it has to do with, like, major holidays. Thanksgiving, Christmas are the big ones. Summer is like, you know, kids are out of school for summer. There's a lot of ads correlating to, like, kids being out. There's more like children targeted ads in the summer. Super Bowl ads usually have a big impact too, because you know Super Bowl ads are usually expensive. There's lots of companies trying to get views during that event. But for the most part, like for the most part they fluctuate on like a seasonal basis. Events affect them, but mostly it's also just like planning every 3 months that the corporations do. So what this means is that your earnings per, let's say, like your average earnings per 1,000 views on YouTube will correlate highly to current like ad rates and current money being spent on ads. Oh god, I don't know why I tried to kill that jellyfish. The amount of money you get correlates to how much money advertisers are willing to spend. So Christmas, Thanksgiving and Christmas are the busiest times of the year. They are, you know, obviously just rich in consumerism. There's Christmas shopping, there's Black Friday, there's all that garbage. There's lots of consumerism to be had around Christmas. So, as you would expect, ad rates are the absolute highest during this time. So, during the month of November and December, it's pretty common to make double what you would earn on average. And then in January, February, even usually at the beginning of like March, you earn about half of what you normally would, because it's like the Christmas season is over. People usually take a break from buying things because they're out of money. Oh yeah, I still don't know how to actually cross this. This is what was keeping me. So actually, I probably shouldn't have come here. Because that was what was blocking my progress here, and there was an alternate route to the left where there was also that black weird thing. So, okay. This might have been a bad place to go, because I can't actually access it still. But yeah, okay, back to the ad thing. The past 2 months have been the time where if I wanted to make money, if I wanted to make the most money per amount of effort, or per amount of videos produced, per amount of views I get, these past 2 months would have been it. Because like I said, I'd be earning double what I normally earn, and I would be earning about 4 times what I will earn in the next 2 months. Because the ad rates are already down. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, if the fact that I would be earning way more money didn't influence me to make those videos in a timely manner, I think that's pretty good evidence that, like, yo, I have some pretty serious, like, mental stuff keeping me from being able to focus. Because, like, trust me, one, I want to make the videos in a timely manner because, like I said, when the episode's released, there's still hot topics. It's more likely to get more people involved in seeing my channel and stuff. Two, I'm just more excited. Like, when episodes come out and I just watch them, I'm the most excited about them. I'm the most interested in talking about them when they're fresh. And then 3, these past 2 months have been the highest earning months on YouTube. So if I wanted to make money, those would be the months to do it. So all these factors should theoretically have been, like, motivators for me to get off my butt and make those videos. But because I hadn't, I think you can basically see it's more than me just being lazy. I've just been having a really, really hard time focusing. Been having a really hard time getting my motivation up to do anything. I still don't know how to get over here. It's just been a very hard... oh yeah, now I can't... I have wall jumps. Yeah! Here we go. It's just been a very hard... It's been hard. Let's just put it that way. It's been tough. I'm not just being lazy for my own sake. Like, I'm not just being lazy because I feel like being lazy. I'm being lazy because I am having a very hard time just being able to operate efficiently, I guess. But yeah, that being said, videos are still on the way. I haven't forgotten about them. They'll be out soon-ish, I'm sure. Like, I have the next 3 days off work. I have time to work on them. I won't be streaming again until Friday. So it's not like it's not like streaming will be interrupting it, though it usually doesn't. Like, the whole point of streaming was for me to kind of unwind and relax. So, fuck. This is tough. Streaming doesn't usually stop me from working on videos. Just for anybody concerned about that. It's not like I'm choosing to stream over working on a video. If I wasn't streaming right now, I'd probably be waking up watching like a movie or something. Like, I do have this constant schedule of Tuesday, Friday I'm trying to maintain for streaming. But it's really, trust me, like, it's not cutting into things that much. Streaming is very low effort relative to actually trying to... Streaming is very low effort relative to actually trying to, you know, condense your thoughts on a topic together and then make a video about it. Whew. Here we are. Nice, 3 out of 4 mask pieces. That's good. One more. Just need one more. Oh, it's interesting. The right side, the shaded side there, actually has a lot of detail. But yeah. I guess this whole, like, past 10 minutes has been me trying to excuse myself from, like, hey guys, it's not that I'm not just not doing things because I'm lazy. I legit am having trouble. Like, thanks for being patient. I guess it's just me trying to find excuses, but I think they're good excuses. Like, come on. If I just made these videos like, 2 weeks ago, could have made like 4 times the money off them as I will now. I think that's a pretty decent, like, excuse showcasing, like, it's more than just pure laziness. I hope. Okay, no new dialogue for her. But yeah, YouTube is interesting though. A lot of people like complain all the time about like earnings being weird. Like, hey, why are my earnings so low? Blah blah blah. And YouTube revenue depends on a lot of factors. It obviously depends what ads get served up on your video. If your video is like so specific that only a certain type of people want to advertise on it, obviously that's going to affect how much money you make. If your video for some reason is getting a lot of like insurance advertisements or car advertisements, stuff that only like adults would buy and something that costs a lot of money, those ads are worth way more than an ad for like a squirt gun or, you know, or for a candy bar. Those sorts of ads pay pretty low. But the thing about like candy bars, for example, is those sorts of ads can appear alongside practically any video. So those ads are numerous, but they're low paying. And then there's like some ads that are pretty hard to get to show up, but they pay a lot. It's a large factor things. It's what's the current ad rate? What are people currently paying to feature ads? What ads are you getting? How many people are actually seeing the ads on their devices when they're watching your stuff? And then what season is it? You know, all that kind of stuff matters. Like, YouTube earnings are not a simple equation, and you never get to see the actual magic behind it. I mean, honestly, like, Google could potentially just be fucking all of us over. Assuming nobody can hack into their system and actually see the real, you know, the real values. Google could potentially be saying this is how much your stuff earned, but they could be lying about it, you know? Like, I mean, it's very unlikely, but I'm just saying, like, how would... I always wondered, like, yeah, Google says you get 45%, I think, of, or 55? I think it's 55% of the revenue earned from your videos goes to you. Google pockets the other 45%, which, by the way, that rate is ridiculous. It should be something closer to, like, 70-30. Like, Google pockets way too much of your revenue. It's kind of bogus. But anyway, I always did wonder, though, like, if they were actually taking 50-50 and not 55-45, how would we know? Would we have a way to know? I feel like we wouldn't. Yeah, Google is not, like, Google is not, Google knows YouTube is the only game in town when it comes to making money off videos, for just, like, you know, your average person. They do not care about, making things easy for you as a creator. They care about their bottom line. They care about advertisers. They do not care about creators unless you're like really huge and have actual brand deals with, oh god, unless you have actual brand deals with Google itself in some way. Like if Google teamed up with you to make a YouTube exclusive show, okay, at that point they care about you a bit. But unless you got like a show through them, they do not care. I think the easiest way to demonstrate this is the fact that I'm sure most people are aware of the yellow icon, the dreaded yellow icon that means your video is not suitable for most advertisers. Okay, so for one thing, their algorithm is just completely busted, right? Like, it will target everybody, no matter what content they have. Every single video, let me stress that. Every single video I have uploaded since that system was rolled out has been flagged as not suitable for all advertisers. I always, you know, I always try to fight it. You can request a manual review. As long as your video has gotten at least 1,000 views in the past 7 days, you can request a manual review. Which, you know, all my videos do when they're new, obviously have that amount of views. It's not a problem for me. It'd be very annoying, I'm sure, for new creators. New creators won't earn much money off their videos anyway, but I'm sure it's frustrating, you know? It's the difference between $10 and $0, and $10 still can buy you a meal, so it's still annoying. I mean, $10 over a long period of time, you know? Like $10 is about 10,000 views, but you could have potentially gotten those 10,000 views over the course of, like, 5 months, right? And if you did, it's possible you don't have enough views to manually review your video to be content-friendly for advertisers. So in that case, basically small creators like lose out on a little bit of pocket change, and it's annoying. Like you wouldn't be making enough to make it really that big of a deal. Like you really shouldn't complain about it, but there should be like a big oh, you know, like it shouldn't be like a huge issue. It should just be an issue that's mildly annoying, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, I have no idea where I'm going anymore. Let's just move. Let's move to the sewers. But yeah, okay. Sorry, I got off topic as I usually do. The yellow icon, right? Every single video of mine has gotten flagged since the system has been implemented. Every single video of mine has gotten flagged, right? Now the evidence that YouTube, the evidence that, look at all these spikes, holy shit. The evidence that YouTube doesn't care about its creators is the fact that when the video gets flagged, you get no notification in your email box about it. When your video gets hit by copyright claims or a content ID, thank God they at least implemented a notification system about that, right? You will get an email. When your video gets a status of not suitable for all advertisers, you get nothing. You have to go to your you have to log in. You have to go to your creator page. You have to look at your video stats manually, and it will display a yellow icon instead of a green one. Fuck! I was just trying to get money, guys. Really? Give me some slack here. Okay. So you can only check it manually, which means that, say you're on vacation and you haven't checked, you don't have the option to check your videos at all. Because like, okay, for one thing, the YouTube mobile app for a creator is like really bare bones and it's really garbage and it shows you pretty much nothing. So maybe they fixed this now, but like a while ago, you couldn't check if your video was deemed not suitable for all advertisers or not. You had no way to check that on a phone. So if you're like on vacation and you still have service, you couldn't even like do anything about it. God forbid if you have no service, then you're screwed entirely. But the main thing I'm complaining about is that YouTube will not even send you an email. It will not even send you an email to notify you that your video was deemed not suitable for most advertisers. It does absolutely nothing. It puts the entire burden of finding out your video was flagged on you. It does nothing to alert you. They implemented this feature to make themselves seem more palatable for advertisers. Mind you, this is all just looks. This is all just show. If companies, if corporations had a single brain cell to them, they're not people. No matter what the law says, they're not people, so they're stupid as fuck. Because they don't understand this is all looks. YouTube hasn't fundamentally changed anything about its system. It's just trying to have the air of like a good advertising platform. It's trying to have the air of presentability. It's not actually presentable. It still has a fuck ton of racist, horrible, sexist, alt-right garbage on it all the time. It censors like legitimate creators that have like it censors legitimate creators who are trying to either address racists or people who are just gay. Like it just censors like LGBTQ people for being LGBTQ. While a lot of the times people who like spew thinly veiled hate speech get to stay on because they know how to thinly veil it. Like it's all about presentability politics. It's all presentability politics. But yeah, so YouTube cares so much about its presentability to the advertisers that when they implemented this yellow icon, they did not implement an email notification for the creator. The creator has no way to get an email alerting them like, hey, your thing has been flagged. Like, you get no notifications. I'm about to die, by the way. Ah, fuck. I actually died. Like, you as a creator receive no notification in any way, shape, or form that your video got flagged as not suitable for most advertisers. Like, how easy would it be to spend 10 fucking minutes to acquire, or to develop, sorry, to pay somebody to develop a simple email notification for that system? How easy is that? How little effort does that take? How little thought does that take? Like, it feels like the most mild generosity for a shitty algorithm that doesn't work, right? Like, they did not implement an email notification system for this change. Like, that right there is all the evidence you need that YouTube does not give two shits about its creators. It just doesn't care. Like, it just does not care. And it's very frustrating. Whew. God, this fall is so scary. It is very frustrating. Like, I emailed them about it, being like, hey, you guys, like, please tell me there's a hidden way somewhere to get email notifications about it. Please tell me. You know, they send me back all the jargon about how their system works that I already know. I don't need them to send me, like, a copy-paste response of how their system works. I'm aware. And then after all the jargon, they say, we don't currently have a feature we don't currently have this feature implemented. Sorry. Like, fuck that. And then they send you, like, a follow-up survey of blah, 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 blah. Like, YouTube support is so annoying because I don't know if it's the fact that their employees are forced to behave like robots rather than people. I don't know if I don't know if they just have a robot auto-generating the response, and then they have a human actually read the question and tack on the actual answer you want at the very, very end, after the robot auto-generates all its text, or what, but, if you email YouTube with an issue, very rarely will they actually help you. They usually don't do jack shit. Oof. Oh, come on, now I have to fight two? Oh my god. Oh my god. Let's go over here and heal. There we are. Okay. Yeah, it's very frustrating. Like, it knows it's the only game in town, so it wears its indifference, like, on its sleeve. It doesn't even try to pretend to be your friend. Like, VidMe was like a garbage platform that was just technically inadequate. In terms of, like, the bandwidth ability they had, it was inadequate. And then the people running it clearly created it to, like, try to get it big and sell it immediately before it collapsed. Like, it was the most obvious, like, get-rich-quick scheme ever. I can't believe people fell for it. And, of course, VidMe died before they actually got to sell it, so lesson learned, like, assholes. Like, you can't just do that. But yeah, but VidMe at least tried to pretend to be your friend. Like, they really tried to pretend they were the friends of video creators. YouTube doesn't even pretend to be friends with its video creators. It just gives you, like, a thinly veiled middle finger every time you try to get help from it. So yeah, anyway, YouTube sucks, but there's no alternative, so what are you gonna do, I guess? Going to an alternative site is just, like, not an option. That's not how... Like, you can't make money that way. Like, let's be honest. I don't actually have no idea how it's gonna get better. Like, I think the only way to... Like, Patreon had that whole thing recently where it was gonna change the way pledges are processed so that creators would have to pay a processing fee every single time they pledged to anybody. Instead of it being one collection once and one processing fee for that collection and then having that money be distributed across all the patrons, they're gonna charge people for every single pledge they had. Enough people complained. Mechanism of the slot. Okay, cool. When enough people complained, they thankfully went back on that. And the whole reason they're doing it, according to Dan Olson at least, the reason they were doing it, which I think he got this info somewhere else. I'm pretty sure, like, this is pretty much confirmed, but the reason they're doing it is to avoid some... They're doing it to avoid being... They're doing it for tax reasons, basically. They're doing it to avoid being labeled as some kind of... like, money-based industry where, like, they'd receive a higher tax rate or something. I don't know. It's all about taxes, basically. They were trying to do that change so they could stay under the radar as being labeled as something. And they didn't tell you because, obviously, if you announce that you're trying to... get out of paying taxes, usually the IRS isn't too happy about that. So they're obviously trying to be low-key about it. But the main reason that... Oh my god, just get out of here. The main reason they did the whole thing is not actually to change the system for the better or anything. They're doing it so they have to pay less money in taxes, I think, from my understanding. But yeah, anyway, enough people complained that Patreon actually took note, you know, and actually did the right thing. Like, oh my god, that was awesome. But what happened is if you go on Twitter and you just look at, like, if you go on Twitter and search for Patreon, you would just see endless waves of complaints about Patreon. Oh my god, I'm about to die. You'd see endless waves of complaints. Every single Twitter post would be basically like, yo, Patreon, stop it. So that was awesome. That got Patreon's attention. The problem with YouTube is so fucking huge that even if people are annoyed by it, even if people try to start campaigns about it, like, no matter what, like, there's too much white noise, there's too much background noise. People tag YouTube when they just share their video. When people are just trying to promote themselves on their Twitter, they will tag YouTube. So basically what ends up happening is that if people are upset, there's still oh my god, there's still too much noise to actually adequately voice. Oh my god, I'm gonna die here, aren't I? Ah, no, this is gonna be so hard to get back to now. 637 Geo are on the line, guys. 637 Geo are on the line. But yeah, it's really hard to make like a concentrated effort, because no matter what, it's going to be drowned out by the white noise of just people using YouTube, because it's so huge. So, I don't know, I feel like the only way there would ever be to implement change is if enough people actually, like, if people actually stop with the white noise in the background and actually concentrate on one complaint, maybe at some point in the future, it might be possible to actually make YouTube notice all its issues, all the way as it's like screwing over its creators. But all those complaints would have to come from the viewers as well. Like, mostly only creators talk about it because only creators know about it. Now and then a creator will post a video about it and get their fan base like riled up. And, you know, there'll be like maybe a month of people being angry. But after that it quiets back down and usually nothing changes. But yeah, like, I don't know, man. Just how fucking, like, how fucked up do you have to be to not implement an email notification feature for something that basically destroys the amount of money you get? It reduces the amount of money you earn by like 80%. Like, no joke. That not suitable for most advertisers feature, it destroys your revenue. The other thing that happens is I haven't seen this substantiated, but I've noticed the trend with my own videos, and I've noticed a lot of people saying it. I don't know how true it is. When a video is deemed not suitable for most advertisers, it seems like it's less likely to be advertised in suggested videos and on the homepage and stuff. Like, it seems like to get a bit restricted in its shareability. So like, you not only lose money, you lose like the shareability attribute, I guess, let's say, of the video as well. So that one's even more important, arguably, than the money, arguably. But like, let's say that's false. Let's say that information is actually correct. It might be false. Just the money situation already as is just so fucked up. Because sometimes a whole day or two will pass before I realize my video got flagged. Sometimes I'm lucky and I happen to, just out of luck, see that it got flagged within the hour. But usually I lose about 10 to 12 hours of time before I request a manual review. The manual review usually takes about another day at minimum. There was one time it took like 6 hours, but usually it takes at minimum a full 24 hours. So on average, I would say I have at minimum, on average, I have 2 days where I'm earning almost like nothing from my videos after I put them out. And then after that, it goes back to earnings as usual. But yeah, it just completely cripples. Shouldn't probably use that word. That's like a word not many people are fond of using nowadays for obvious reasons. But yeah, it just completely like removes your earning capability for not an insignificant amount of time. Oh my god. Oh my god, I haven't even gotten my friggin' money back yet. This is really bad. And I'm repeating myself again, but just the audacity to not implement an email notification feature for something like that. Like, what? Like, what? How? How would you not even at least consider it? So yeah. Like, way too much of my time being a content creator on YouTube is spent looking at like my stats and looking at my what got flagged and what didn't, submitting requests and all that garbage, rather than actually working on videos. Like, I want to say maybe 20% of my time is spent it's spent micromanaging and even sometimes macromanaging the YouTube itself. Like 20% of my total time that is put toward my channel is like with the YouTube interface and attribute stats and all that garbage. Like, because I still get copyright claimed a lot too. Luckily, I've won every single one, and I've almost always gotten my money back. The only time I ever upload videos is if my video actually gets taken down, which happens relatively rarely, relative at least to, oh my god, this is bad. My videos getting taken down is relatively rare compared to just getting copyright claimed. If you get copyright claimed and you win the claim, if you dispute the claim and you win it, you get your money back eventually. So I always leave those videos up because it doesn't matter, because I always do win them because my stuff is fair use. It just takes a while. When my video actually gets taken down, though, is of course when I actually end up re-uploading the whole thing. And there's other times where the video doesn't get taken down, but the monetization gets blocked on it. And that, if the monetization gets blocked, there is no way at that point to actually get your money back. So when that happens, that's the most annoying one. The most annoying thing is when your video stays up, and yet you have 0 ways to earn money on it for like a good 30 to 60 days. That's like the worst. Where are my souls? No map. Can't check where my souls are because I have no map. Fuck. Oh my god, I'm gonna die again. I'm gonna, oh, there they are. There's my souls. There's my souls. Lost 500. Fuck. Shit, this area is hard. This area is no joke. I don't even have a map for it. Okay. I might want to. I think I'm gonna explore the other section of the sewer because I keep dying here. Ah, crap. No. Like, okay, to give YouTube a tiny... Oh, wait, hold on. I said I was going to explore a different area, and I totally failed to. Now, to give YouTube a tiny bit of praise, is I will give it this. Unlike, say, VidMe and stuff like VidMe and Dailymotion specifically, actually, is what I'm thinking of. Dailymotion is just a hive of copyright infringement. If it ever got big, it would fucking... If Dailymotion ever actually grew to a sizable, like... If Dailymotion ever got sizable to the point where it could pay people money to upload on it, similar to how people earn a living on YouTube, if that ever happened, it would get shut the fuck down unless they also like tightened their belt on the copyright infringement. Like, copyright infringement is a big issue, and at least YouTube does address it. It tries its best to get those videos taken down. And then it's still now it has that thing where the person who wins the dispute gets the money. Before then, it was a fucking shit show. Before then, there was no excuse. Now that it has a system where it holds the money separately in a different account and deals the money out to the winner, now that that system is in place, at least YouTube is like a good place for creators when it comes to copyright stuff. Like, it's the best it can be. I'll give it that much. At least it has that situation pretty much figured out. Okay, evil bat. Or misplaced bat kills itself to kill me. Like, that's probably the only praise I would give it. Is like, hey, at least they got that copyright situation pretty much squared away in a manner that, like, no company is gonna sue them over it. And at least they can guarantee creators their money back if they get falsely claimed. That's the one aspect of theirs I'll praise. And the Content ID system hasn't been too bad. Like, Content ID doesn't claim me anymore for the most part. I only get hit by manual claims usually. But that's mostly because I keep my clips relatively short. Like, if I use like a 30-second clip of an Adventure Time episode... Is he alive? Oh my god, he's alive! I thought I killed him. He is alive! Oh my god, it's you again. I'm glad I came down here. It's you again. I'm glad to see you return. No, no, please, don't say a word. I must apologize for my previous behavior. Entirely my fault. I mistook you for one of those mindless, skulking husks, yet you bested me in the most majestic, knightly fashion. Ah, cool. Alright, well, enough YouTube talk. I'm gonna just get back to talking about the game, because I'm bored now, and I don't know what else to say about it other than, like, it sucks, but it's the only game in town, and at least they have made some improvements recently. I've actually, the whole thing about a side account where money is kept during a dispute, I literally posted the exact system they have in place right now before it was implemented. Like, before it was a system, I posted on a few message boards about how this is what they need to do. They absolutely need to do this. Like, they have to. And people were talking about how, like, it would be awkward and, like, logistically, how would they keep the money separate? Like, that's not feasible. No, it was easy. They did it. They did it. It wasn't that hard, apparently, to make that system work. So, like, thank God they did the exact implementation of a system I like, had in mind before it existed. That's awesome. YouTube in 2015 was garbage compared to how it is, I would say, in 2017, other than the yellow icon shit. The yellow icon shit is inexcusable, but if you ignore the yellow icon shit, YouTube is so much better now than it was in 2015. At least there's that to it. And with that, no more YouTube talk. Because, honestly, it just gets me annoyed. Such joyful, vigorous combat. I'd almost forgotten the feeling. I was once a knight, you see. By the grace of our good king, I stood proudly before the throne, watching Hallownest swell to greatness. Then that nasty business with the affliction. Oh yes, tell me all about the affliction. Tell me. We knights defend against the physical, but a formless enemy? How to defeat such a foe? Our king tried in his own way. A cruel means it was. Ooh, interesting. And still, eventually, we were brought low. Bah! I shouldn't be so morose. You've invigorated me. 'Tis truly a delight to meet one whose strength can match my own. Go now, mighty warrior of Hallownest. You've proven your honor. Good fortune on the path ahead. Okay, yeah. Thank you. You're awesome. He's so cool. Okay, so real quick. I went the wrong way again. I was trying to go down. That path right... The green pathway down on the right. That's where I'm trying to go. And yet somehow I accidentally ended up going back to this dung pile. Hold on a sec. Okay, here we go. And to the right we go. Yeah, today's stream is different than usual. Usually when there's nobody in the chat asking me questions, I chat about what's happening on the game. So as I've already said earlier, today I'm trying to get better at talking about various stuff. Other various stuff. And I think it's been good exercise. I think it's been good practice. Like I said, I do need practice at it. I need to get better at improvised speech. Well, hopefully it wasn't like super boring for the viewers that are here, or for the people who watch this in the future. Hopefully it wasn't like super boring for you. But if it was, my apologies. Always feel free to ask me any other questions or have me talk about other topics or whatnot. If I watch more movies in the future, even if they're old movies, maybe I'll try to talk about them more in my streams. Maybe I'll do like really shitty vlog-styled reviews of whatever I've seen on Netflix or Amazon or whatever recently. I haven't really been watching much content, though, is the problem. Oh my god. Oh god, that's boiling water. That's bad water. That's not good water. I have to avoid that water. The water in the sewers earlier was actually okay. But this water I cannot go into. I love that differentiation. I wish more games did that. Like, bad and hospitable death water versus, like, acceptable... boiling water again. Versus acceptable swimming water. Most platformers, water's just death. And I'm always like, why does our character not know how to swim? Not in Hollow Knight, though. In Hollow Knight, it's all fine. Now, a middle ground I do find acceptable, though, is when water resets you, but doesn't, you don't take damage. God, that fucking mouth just obliterated me. Yeah, I find it acceptable when, for example, if you fall into a pool of water, you respawn back on the land, but you don't take any damage. Because, like, come on, you just swam out. The cutscene just saved you some time, right? It's like a pet peeve. Like, if you're gonna have water that hurts you or water that's a kill state, make it make sense. Either make it be rapids, make there be a beast inside it that kills you, or make it boiling. In this game, it's simply a boiling pool of water. That's like all you need. Okay. It does not seem like there's anything to do here. I'm kind of confused. Right? What? There's nothing here? Right? Oh, look, I have my little lantern out. There it is. He's actually holding it. That's awesome. Or, wait, no. I can't tell if he's holding it or if it's just floating on its own, but it's right by where his hands would be. Let's read that description real quick. Oh, yeah, it's a lantern containing a lumen fly, so actually, I do hold it. I am holding it. Okay, I have to wonder, like, am I going to get some kind of skill where I can, Yeah, there's nothing here. There's just the lake. Am I going to get a skill later where I can, like, hop across water or something? Because I have... That water is steaming, right? That is steaming water. Oh, yeah, that's steaming water. I have no way to cross that right now. There's been several lakes where I have no ways to get across. And here's another one. I assume there must be some kind of, like... Either there'll be a skill where I can bounce across water surfaces, like a water strider, or there'll be some kind of, like, platform that drops down there, or maybe we'll cool the water down. I'm not sure what it's going to be, but there's definitely going to be something where I'll be able to hop across the lake. Unless that is just nothing but a pure lake for aesthetics. If that's actually just a flat-out aesthetics, then yeah, that's all there is to it. But I don't know. All right. Is this water boiling? No, it's not. Right? It's not. Good. Good. Awesome. Wow, this is a lot easier when my hits do more damage. I did this whole sewer level before upgrading my nail. It was a lot harder. Oh my god, he's still kind of annihilating me here, though. Okay. That guy's really easy to kill if you bounce on top of him, but apparently it's not that easy otherwise. Oh! Fuck! Here's how we progress. We need soul for the skill I just unlocked from the last boss I killed. We should have done the sewers later. It would have been a lot easier. I apparently did it the long and hard way. Ooh, more of these guys. Ah! Another rancid egg. Still have no idea what they're for. Have I been here? I have been here, right? Why was there a new rancid egg? Or did I just... Have I been here? It's unclear. Unclear if I've been here. I thought I have been here before. The map makes it seem like I have. Oh yeah, I've definitely been here before. Interesting how apparently I've never collected that egg before, though. Alright, so we got our soul. Here we go. Down we go. I'm gonna quit playing as soon as we find our next bench. It's gonna be my stopping point for today. Alright, is that a bat? That is a bat. And we have not been here before, so... Oh god. Those are so annoying. Oh my lord! Holy crap. Okay then. Hold on a sec. I'm gonna heal up, and then it's time to bounce. Bounce, 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 bounce. Ah. Well, I did pretty well. Alright. Only got hit once. That was pretty good. And we're back at full health. Oh man, that was a bad dodge. Okay. Oh no, oh no. This is bad. Oh, thank God the creatures fell down. Okay. They gave me time to heal. I was at 1 health, but they both fell down there. Gave me ample time to heal. Now this is going to be hard. Oh, yes, it's going to be hard. Ah, fuck. Fuck. Okay. Alright, I think I'm going to call it a day there. I know exactly where to go on my next time. Down further into the sewers. God, I had one bloodstain in the sewers, and as it looked like I was connecting back to where I lost that bloodstain the other time. It looked like I was basically connecting back down around there. But alas, like, I died before I actually made the full connection. So, yeah, whatever. It's fine. I really don't care about money at this point. Now that I have the lantern fly, I don't care about the money too much. Not to mention, it's not like I'm losing 1,000, I'm losing several hundred. So it's like, whatever. But yeah, okay, so this has been today's stream of Hollow Knight. Next stream will be Friday. Probably more Hollow Knight. It's just a really, really fun game. I'm having a blast with it. As far as if I'm going to try to talk about various things again next stream, if I'm going to try to rant as much as I did today, I don't know. Probably I'll want to give it a shot. I'm almost considering like writing down a few topics to rant about, but that kind of ruins the whole on-the-spot improvisation aspect that I'm trying to practice, so I probably won't do that. I don't think I'll think of it in I don't think I'm going to think of it in advance. I think I'm going to just try to talk about whatever first thing comes to mind. Or ideally, maybe somebody in the stream will be asking me questions or tell me a topic to talk about. They'll make things easier instead of me trying to think it up on my own. Yeah, I am tired. I slept a lot, but I am still so tired. Like, just exhausted today. I also haven't eaten breakfast yet, and it's already breakfast or lunch, but I woke up at lunchtime, so. But yeah, been up for 4 hours almost, and still haven't eaten anything, so I should really get around to that. Don't know what I'm gonna eat though. There's a pizza I could put in the oven. I think we might have cereal still. The question is if the milk is still good. Yeah, I don't know. I'll figure it out. I think I still have some rice pudding. I fucking love rice pudding. I love tapioca pudding too, but only if it's like really good quality. And most of the tapioca pudding you buy at stores is garbage. It does not taste that good. Rice pudding, on the other hand, for some reason it's apparently really hard to fuck up rice pudding. So even the cheap stuff at like Safeway or Walmart or Stater Bros or whatever, you know, whatever chain market you have near you, that rice pudding is still usually pretty good. But I cannot eat tapioca pudding from like a supermarket. It's terrible. I needed like homemade. At my Hawaii campus when I was a student at my university, they had like, it was so expensive. It was like $2.25 for like a relatively small, container of tapioca pudding, and it was like banana, papaya. They had different flavors, so plain, banana, papaya, sweet potato, and taro. Taro was, I love taro. And what else? I think they had like one other one, probably chocolate or something. So they had, you know, the sweet potato and the taro and the papaya were all, and the banana too, you know, those were all amazing. I love them. They were a little expensive, but it tasted so good. It was such good tapioca pudding, and I've just pretty much been ruined on anything else since then, because I have not, like, unless it's homemade, I have not had tapioca pudding even anywhere approaching half that good. So I just haven't been buying any, despite really liking it. So rice pudding is my go-to cheap pudding when it comes to pudding. Now when it comes to plain pudding, like vanilla or chocolate, just like the normal kind, where, you know, it's just like smooth, I don't know what that's made out of. I assume, like, is that made out of like gelatin and milk or something? I don't know. When it comes to like regular like chocolate pudding, I don't like that at all. Not a fan. See, this is the kind of shit I should be theoretically ranting about while I play the game. But, it's just a lot easier, for some reason, to talk about all these random tangent topics when I'm not focusing on playing the game. It's a lot easier to also have a decent rate of speech, and it's a lot easier to articulate when I'm just talking to the camera. But as soon as you pick up that controller and start trying to play while trying to have your mind, while trying to have the cogs in your mind, you know, turn slowly through the thoughts you're trying to have, like, as soon as that happens, like, my ability to speak well apparently just goes down the shithole, because I can't do it well. Anyway, okay, enough for my end of stream tangents. This is a recurring thing here. Every time I'm ready to end a stream, I always seem to just go on a random tangent about something. Can't seem to end the stream without it. Jumbo Pop, are you serious? Did you just get here? I'm literally ending the stream right now. Like, thanks for dropping by. Nice to see ya, but I'm literally about to end the stream. I've just been talking about the kinds of pudding I like and the kinds of pudding I don't like. But that was my last conversation for the day. Yeah, like, bruh, like, you came literally as I was about to click stop recording. Or stop streaming, rather. Like, if you had not said anything in the chat, the stream would have been over by the time you clicked enter on whatever it was you're typing. Like, that's hilarious. Nice to see you, though. I'm sorry I have to go. But, I'll be back Friday around 1, I think, as usual. And on Friday, I should be streaming until, like, 8 p.m. Pacific time, so I'll be streaming, like, 6 hours on Friday, at least. 6, 7, probably. But for now, I'm done. Thank you for joining in at the very last second, Jumbo Pop. That's pretty funny. Hope you're having a good day. Yeah, I slept 12 hours, or like 13 maybe even. I slept too much, and I still feel so, like, tired. I am still so groggy today. It's because I haven't been sleeping well. I woke up, like, I want to say I woke up 7 or 8 times throughout the night slash evening. Like, during that 12 hours of sleep, I woke up at least 7 or 8 times. But yeah, thanks for joining by, or thanks for dropping by for a brief minute, but stream over. I'll see you next time. Gonna continue Hollow Knight Friday, I think. Alright. Goodbye, Jumbo Pop, and goodbye, everybody else. I got nothing else. I got nothing else. Goodbye.